everyone, and welcome to another episode of Court of Corvids. My name is Jake. I am the GM of this, what's a good name to call all of you? Pirates? No.
Please don't call us that.
A posse, the jolly posse that is sailing the seven seas right now. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. Let's go ahead and start down with Moss. Why don't you start us off?
Hello, my name is Molly McIsaac. I play Moss the Magnificent. I am she, her, as is Moss.
Awesome. Crew, go for it.
My name's Krug, playing Krug Claudel, both of us he, him, and that's who I am.
Cool. William.
Hi, I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Remi Ashwillow, the Goblin Fighter, also they, them. Are we supposed to be doing the thing where we say some stuff we got going on right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @KWilliamWhite. Also, I do another show for QueueTimes called Hijinks and Handlebars. We're currently it's Hiatus and Handlebars or Hijinks and in Dungeon World. What did you call it, Jake?
Yeah, I think I've been tagging it as Hijinks in Dungeon World.
Okay, I think so. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. No, I saw that and I was like, oh, that works. Yeah. We're doing a mini series right now of Dungeon World. We're like 4 or 5 episodes in.
We just did the 4th.
I think so. Yeah. But we're every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And our previous show was a Kids on Bikes show. That's still gonna happen. We're going to return to it, but we were playing in person, and when we switched to remote, didn't super feel confident continuing that storyline at the time. So we're doing this mini series for now. It's really great. It's very fun. The first 2 episodes are up on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. You can find the rest of the previous continuous campaign. It's got 50 episodes in there. So if you like the person me and also Jonas, we're on that show. Check it out. It's a lot of fun, and join us on Tuesday nights. Also, we're in a band together called Glass Beach, so check that out as well. That's all.
Glass Beach Band. Hello, I am Jonas Newhouse, they, them, and I play the Chameleon Gnome Storm Druid Robin, she, her. I'm also in the band Glass Beach. I play bass, and I do a lot of live streaming on our Twitch channel. We're spending a lot of time on there, mostly playing video games. Lately, having politicians on. That's kind of a program that William has been working on, is getting senatorial and congressional candidates on there. Meanwhile, I'm playing Psychonauts and Sega Bass Fishing a couple times a week. We're at Glass Beach Band everywhere. I'm at Jonas Newhouse on Twitter, where I post about all of these things and my Animal Crossing island. So that's the best place to keep up with that. And if you want to see William finish Undertale, we're doing that this Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific, at twitch.tv/Glass Beach Band.
It's my first time ever
playing
the game.
it, and my 4th, and it's still a beautiful game. So that's mostly what I'm working on right now. Check out Jonas Newhouse and Glass Beach Band.
Awesome. Krug, you usually give a little spiel about.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know whether we were doing it, and I didn't do it. But this show, Court of Corvids, is not a by the book show. We don't necessarily use all the rules as written in the Pathfinder 2nd edition book, because this is our home game, just like your home game doesn't use all the rules. And if you're telling me that your home game does use all the rules, you're lying. Stop lying to me. If you do want to learn about rules, we have a lot of that kind of discussion over on our YouTube channel, which, like William said, youtube.com/QueueTimesMain, show called Game Gorgon. It's Jacob and I, and we talk about Pathfinder 2nd edition, other RPGs. We interview people. It's really great stuff. So go over there and watch that stuff if you want to. Sometimes we do get rules wrong on here. So for example, if you see somebody not using a hero point when they totally should be using a hero point, or anything like that, feel free to mention that sort of thing, just in the chat or whatever, No big deal.
How are different than breaking rules that we mean to be following, or not using rules the way we mean
or not using a rule that can save our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about to.
Yeah, that's never happened.
No.
Whatever.
All right. Let's get this whole thing started then. Last we left off, I believe Remi had snuck into the captain's quarters, lifted up the rug, put a hole in the deck, and then unsuccessfully stealthed out, got their ass handed to them, and they're currently knocked unconscious. Yeah, I think that's where we left off.
Didn't I heal them though?
Oh yeah, but then they were
right at the end. Moss healed but I was still unconscious. But you healed,
Right. Yes.
and you were about to like shake me awake. I remember that.
Yeah. Actually, instead of shaking you awake, I would like to find liquid and pour it over you.
Sure.
I suppose that's good.
Did we go? Are we down at the?
Oh, if only we could find some liquid. Oh, if only it was raining.
Oh man, I have a spell for that, but I don't know if I want to use it.
We worked on the ocean.
Are we down in like the prisoners' quarters for like?
Yes.
I
Are
think
we all
John,
there?
You're not.
I think you were still on the crow's nest, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Krug and
That
Moss.
sounds right.
Krug and Moss are down
Cool.
with me, but you are above deck still.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's start off. Robin, do me a favor and roll me a perception check. Let's see how this weather's treating you.
Can do. Love to roll plus 11. 24.
24. You look around and the storm seems to be quieting down. The hurricane that was started has separated and is not conjoining anymore. But the clouds are very dark and the rains have not stopped. And the boat is rocking back and forth, but it is significantly easier for you to keep hold and stay on the top. You're gonna do me a favor and roll me a balance check while you're up there. Balance check is acrobatics.
Oh, music to my ears. This is like, it's funny how rarely I get to use acrobatics when I need to use athletics. This is a case where I actually can use the one I'm slightly better at. 16.
16. Yeah, you stay pretty well with the rocking back and forth with the ocean. And you feel pretty good. Kind of going off of what you were just saying. The other night I actually looked at the skills to see what other actions you can do with each skill. Sure. And I was going to compare athletics and acrobatics with each other. And acrobatics is like 4 things. And then like one thing in the train section. And I was like, okay, all right, there's a couple things. And then you look at the athletics section and it's like 50 things. And you're just like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it makes more sense. Like, I think it's more logical as far as like the way that I run like 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like, oh, you want to jump? Use acrobatics or athletics, whichever you're better at, which is not necessarily pulling from like reality in any way. But
yeah. Well, I mean, the idea behind that, at least I feel, is that if you're acrobatic, that means you're kind of light on your feet. Sure. It's not, it's like, it's not necessarily a pure strength thing, right? It's like, to me, how I view it is fast twitch versus slow twitch muscles. You know what I mean? Like slow twitch muscles is athletics, while fast twitch muscles are acrobatic. And the two of those, both of them can make you jump, but
sure.
In Pathfinder, only one of them is. Anyways, sorry, weird side. You feel the ocean rock. Yeah, you feel the ocean rocking back and forth, and you feel like you've got a pretty good handle of it. What is Krug, Moss, and Remi? The three of you are together down in the prisoners' quarters. And Remi, Moss actually healed Remi. And you were going to pour some water, I believe. Is that correct, Moss?
Yes, I want to douse Remi with a bucket of water.
Remi, you violently wake up to a bucket of water sloshing across your entire body.
Moss. I don't think that was necessary, but all right. I mean, I guess it worked.
Well, I don't know how people wake up. I mean, I'm a very deep sleeper, so sometimes Herring has to do this to me. So,
I'm just
doing what has been done to me.
Is that permission for us to do that too in the future? Because oh boy, that's going to be fun.
Well, no, not anymore. I'm a much lighter sleeper on this ship. You see.
Okay, so once we get off of this ship, we can take a bucket of water and slosh it all over you. I get it. Okay.
We can talk about it.
Okay, it's a good thing I was already wet, or like I would wake up right now and be like, "Well, what's going on? Am I on the boat or something? Am I right, everyone? My head hurts. Why?"
I don't know. I was about to ask you the same question. You were getting wailed on by what was his name? Ribbit Face, the loud frog, the loudest frog. What was the loudest frog's
The
name?
loudest frog.
Yeah.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I remember that child's story, the loudest frog.
Bogart.
No. Yeah, Bogart, that one. Thank you. You're not there, but thank you,
Yes,
memory.
Bogart.
That conveniently sounds like another character in the game. What did you guys get into? What happened?
Okay. And I look left and I look right.
I was with Remi, right? We decided.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with for what?
Not in the quarters, but
Oh, not in the quarters.
Yeah, not in there.
Not in the captain's quarters, but you all three are together right now.
Yeah. I thought for some reason never mind.
Yeah, you
Never
good.
mind.
So I look left and I look right. I'm gonna want to make sure nobody's listening in on the conversation.
Roll me a perception.
I don't know. Isn't athletics more appropriate here?
17 for perception.
It seems that everyone is up on deck, still dealing with the storm.
Good on them.
Okay, so I lean in really close and I go, okay, so the reason that that Bogart, sort of was upset with me or something, I took the keys that Bogart like threw at me in order to get Robin out of the cage down here. Took the keys, went into the captain's quarters. Saw this thing about the skull that was in pieces that like, and then it was like, it seemed like magical and the pieces they go together or something. But that's not the important part. The important part is that I pulled up a rug and I broke the floor, and now there's a hole leading.
So we're sinking?
No, what the? Okay, hold on, Krug. One moment, please. Aren't you the smart one? Aren't you smart?
What do you think my int is? Because you're wrong.
Who do we think has the highest intelligence? Let's go.
Well, I think that Robin has the highest intelligence.
I also think Robin has the highest intelligence.
Mine's +1.
Smart.
What's yours?
Wait, what's yours?
Mine is +1.
Oh, mine's a 0.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not. Okay.
That wasn't like
No.
Neanderthal stupid. Come on. That was just like
No.
a
there's a
zero
hole in the
is
ship.
average human.
Yeah. There's a hole in the ship. I don't know what ships are like. I don't know where the.
There's
Anyways,
a hole going from the captain's quarters down like below wherever that is. It's like in the food area.
oh,
So we can go from the food area and we can go up into the captain's quarters like whenever we want. Sort of what I'm talking about.
How
And I'm
exactly
assuming-
is he not going to notice that?
Because I pulled the rug back over it and put the planks back in place.
Oh, I was just picturing a hole under a rug, and then he would walk across the rug and just fall through the rug. And
No.
Like Wile E. Coyote.
No, I took the planks, I pulled them out of the floorboards, and then I made sure there was a hole that we could get through, and then I put the planks back on there, and I pulled the rug back over it. So, like, it should be fine, unless the planks of wood, when Bogart steps on them, just, like, collapse under Bogart's weight, because very big frog, the loudest frog.
the loudest and the largest frog, presumably. I haven't seen very many of these frog people. Now, let me ask you another question. How did you get back onto the deck to fight? I don't understand that part. What happened?
No, I put the rug. So I did not, when I went in, I didn't go through the hole down into the basement. I just put the rug back over it, and then I exited through the same door that I went in through.
On the deck where
on
the
the
captain
deck.
was.
Correct.
But there was a hole that you could have.
I'm hearing it.
There's a hole that you could have escaped from.
Sure.
And then all you did to cover it up again was to just pull the rug over it.
So
theoretically, you could have just gone through the hole and then pulled the rug like over your head.
Right.
And then, and then you wouldn't have gotten.
Yes. No, I'm hearing what you're saying now.
Yeah.
And that makes a whole lot of sense at the moment.
All right.
But like when I was doing it, that also would have made a lot of sense.
All right. I mean, I'm not trying to judge. Look, that you did a great thing. I was just trying to figure out, why you almost died when you didn't really need to almost. But that's just, it's fine. Remi, you did some good work. Did you take anything? What else was in there?
No, I was going to text something. They were like, yeah, the only thing that super caught my eye was these like pieces of this skull. There's this like magical like skull or something that was in pieces, but like when you put the pieces were together, but they weren't being held together by any like adhesive or whatever. It seemed like magic was like holding them together. I don't know.
We should go back in there.
Oh, do you think we should go back in there?
I mean, maybe we should go back in there, but through the sneaky way, not the.
I was going to
doorway.
say, because I still have the key if you want to just go through the door.
Oh, you still have.
Oh
Hold on.
That's
You tell me I straight knocked you unconscious and they didn't take the key off your body? That's ridiculous.
Wait a minute, you knocked me unconscious?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, because you were about to die, and I thought, well, if I knock him unconscious, maybe that would be like bad, but it's better than him getting killed by the loudest frog, Bogard. Sorry. Keep forgetting the frog's name.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Remi. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything.
You weren't even nearby.
I got very lucky, and I didn't die jumping off of the crow's nest, landing on the ship,
You jumped off the crow's nest?
Yeah, and then I caught a little, I don't know the anatomy of a ship, but there's like a piece of wood at the bottom.
Sure.
That hurt, and then I landed on the deck. That hurt a little bit too, and then I kicked my shoe at your head, and it hit you. That's what happened.
Okay, wait. So let me get this right. I'm just going to run this down one more time.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Hold on. You're at the top of the crow's nest during a storm where it is shaking the ship to and fro.
Yeah.
You jumped out of the crow's nest.
I did that.
Floated down to the just careening towards the deck. You grab the end of like the mast or something, like the wood part that holding the sail.
wood.
You grab it and it pulls on your shoulders and you're like, ooh, ouchie, and then you collapse to the ground the extra. What is that, like 10 feet? It was like 20 feet and then 10 feet.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really know. I'm bad with distances and anyway. So you hit the ground, and then you go into some sort of a monk crane stance, and you
No, actually, the crane stance. Actually, you know what? Never mind. You can call it crane stance. That's fine.
You bring up your foot, and you're like, hiya, and the shoe just comes off, and you kick a shoe, and it hit me in the head, and it knocked me unconscious. That is everything that happened. How long did this take? Was this all in a matter of 6 seconds?
It was a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty much 6 seconds. It was a little bit more actually.
Oh, okay, wow. Oh, yeah. You're very impressive, Krug.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just real quick ask you a question real quick.
Yes?
Moss can throw her living, sentient, magical chicken out into a pile of zombies and then cast a spell using the chicken that kills all the zombies. Did you have this conversation with her when she used her chicken as basically a grenade?
Krug, she is Moss the Magnificent.
All right. Well, that's just not fair. Maybe I'm going to start calling myself Krug the Magnificent, okay? I'm just so worked up over this.
Are you having a stroke?
Apparently I am. Goodness. Anyways.
All right. So the storm's still going. Are you guys all just going to stay down there and just talk until Remi feels better, or what would you guys like to do?
Oh, yeah, you're 1 HP.
I forgot. How much did you heal me for?
Let's just say you're probably around I
have 15. I'm seeing it right
now. Okay, cool.
Ha. Sorry, I kept it on my character sheet. My bad.
No, that's fine. So you're sitting at 15. How badly hurt is that?
For me?
Yeah.
That must be pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. That's about a third of my health.
You're also wounded now, which is bad. That's the worst part.
Moss can heal you again.
I can heal you,
yeah, or you can try to get a hold of Robin and get Robin to do some medicine checks.
Mm-hmm. I have the heal spell or medicine checks. I kind of want to get us through the storm first, but if you're worried about it, you can have.
Moss has another spell slot unless you're worried about using it.
We have to kill the captain at some point.
But is that right now?
No, definitely not right now.
I cast augury to see if the DM is going to put us in combat this session.
To be fair, DMs don't put players in combat. Players put players in combat.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, before we started the last session, Jake was like, "Oh,
Mhm.
oh, don't worry. This is like there shouldn't be really any combat in this session, and
Mhm.
like this will mostly be like you taking care of something." And we're like, "Oh, cool," and then
The thing is,
and then it ends with me getting completely walloped.
Yeah, we didn't start the combat. William got caught doing something, and they started the combat. We need to remember.
I think that's semantics.
So we're speaking of semantics. We're talking, and then the boat gets rocked by another wave, and then Remi goes, "Oh yeah, that's right. We should probably get out of this storm before we do anything else."
Again, the storm is calming down. It's not nearly as bad as it was moments ago, but it is still there. It's still raining. Is still there. The ocean is still rocking back and forth. Like I said, Robin's up top. Moss, are you gonna cast heal on Remi?
I guess.
It's gonna if you use a 2-action heal, it's gonna
hold
be
on. No, don't worry. I mean, if it's gonna be a big deal, we don't have to do it.
No, I like you, Remi. I have a friend.
All right. So if you use 2-action heal, it will be 2d8 plus 8.
Bloop. Bloop. I'm shaking because I had too much caffeine. Woohoo.
But are you stirred?
2d8 plus 16 actually.
Oh, okay.
With heightened. Actually.
2D.
Actually,
Yeah, because plus 8 for each level. No.
That would be 22.
that doesn't sound right, but
No, wait.
Not right at all.
Wait,
I rolled 6. Wait, am I doing math wrong?
Hold on. Yeah, it depends what level spell slot is being used.
second.
Then yeah, 2d8 plus 16.
Cool.
Heighten plus 1, the amount of healing or damage increases by 1d8, and the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by 8.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh!
All right. Well, that's strong.
And it was 22. You say?
22.
Hell yeah.
I thought you were saying my math was wrong, and because I'm so weird on these antibiotics right now, I was like, did I forget how to do math?
Cool. I'm
Cool.
doing pretty good then.
All right.
Good.
I think there's two questions we need to answer right now. The first one is, do we use the opportunity that we have to go back in there right now Or do we wait until the storm's over and we can back in the captain's quarters? Sorry, I should stop being so vague with my sentences.
I actually knew what you were saying, and I think that right now is the perfect time because like the captain has to be on the outside of the ship delivering orders and making sure that everything is going. I don't think all of us should go in at the same time. I think I have already pressed my luck, and if they see me up there again, they're probably just going to kill me. So I think my best position is to just stay down here. But you Krug, and like maybe Moss the Magnificent, but like Moss does not have to sneak into the captain's quarters because she is so friendly with Bogard. So maybe if you just went in right now.
Buddies.
So maybe, and here's the other question that I had, because I agree with what you said there. What do we do with the key? Do we give it back? Do we keep it? Because if Moss gives it back, the captain will be like, "Oh, I can actually trust you." Maybe, I don't know, that'll curry some favor. I don't know, maybe we keep it, but then the captain's going to be looking for it.
We do not need it. I mean, if we can get into the captain's quarters without it, then like maybe they will trust us more if we give it back and we can still be sneaking in.
Hopefully.
Okay, Moss, here's the key. You can give it back to Bogard if you would like.
Maybe.
What am I to tell him?
Just tell Bogard that he left it on Remi's body, because that's what happened. He left it on Remi's body.
So I'm going to curry favor with him this way. That's a very brilliant plan.
Thank you.
And then perhaps I could post up outside his quarters and say that I'm guarding them from Remi, but actually I'm guarding them from him if Remi's inside.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, we should always, if one of us is going to go into the captain's quarters, like we should always have someone making sure that the captain is not going into the captain's quarters.
That's a really good idea. Is there only one door? I've never.
Let me lift up a hand for some high fives.
Do me a favor, the three of you, just roll me a wisdom roll and tell me what you get.
Marco, lay down.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my character sheet.
That's 17 for me.
17. Krug, what do you got?
15.
Okay, not as good, but still there.
10.
Okay. Remi, you have a moment of just genius that strikes you. You currently have the key to the captain's quarters. You have a secret entrance into the captain's quarters. If you go through the secret entrance of the captain's quarters and have the key to the captain's quarters, how will the captain get inside the captain's quarters?
The last thing I did was lock the door.
Yep.
Oh no.
Unless they have a spare key, no one's getting in there except for us. Unless they break the door down.
Yeah,
But
but
that's probably what they do, but we'd have a warning at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A warrant.
Okay.
All right. Let's not give it back to him just yet. How about that? That's a good idea. I like
mean,
that.
I was certainly going to, what's that word? Ingratiate myself to him, but I suppose this works as well.
I mean, it doesn't prevent you from doing it later on. It just allows you to go, the three of you, in there.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's go in there real quick.
Shall we slither on up?
Yeah,
I
think
like
less
the
than
way
anybody
you said that. shall we
Slither.
slither on up?
So the three of you walk down another floor on the ship, and it is empty, of course, because no one's there. Everyone's on the ship right now. It's almost perfect. Like, you don't have to sneak around. Everyone's on deck. The boat is still rocking back and forth. You can see the stacks of food and items still in there because you didn't get all of them out. And you can see, if you look up, there's a hole big enough to fit a person in the floor on the ceiling.
Okay. We should,
Slither on.
when we're done here, we should make that not so obvious.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I did not think about that from the down here spot.
Well, if you can find me some fine fabrics, I'm quite good at draping things for dramatic effect.
Well, it's not too tremendously obvious. Someone would have to be in the food supply section, climbed up on boxes and looking up at the same time. So it's not like you're just down on the bottom floor going, look at that big old hole with the red carpet. It's not like that. Like, they have to, there's a lot to it.
Sure.
And you would be so shocked at the amount of people who don't look up because you just don't look up. No one looks up.
Nobody
no one
looks
looks up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No one looks up.
Ever.
This time we look up and we go up.
All right, so I need all three of you to roll me an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick! My best stat. Hopefully
you can assist each other if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist Moss before I do mine, which is a 20, non-natural.
Yeah, because mine is terrible. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. I rolled an 18.
Nice. Thank you so much, McStabber Studios, for the raid.
Hey, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, McStabber Studios.
What are you stabbing?
You did a vampire thing with them, didn't you?
I was on DC by Night. I played Mallory, the hairdresser Finblood. All right, so Moss actually hops up, no problem. Gets right up there.
That's because I'm tall and I slither well.
All right. In that case, I guess I'll roll for myself.
Yep.
What about a solid natural one there, big guy? I will say,
what's your total?
11.
Okay, that's not horrible. You have a plus 10.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You get up there and you jump, and it just you're like, maybe I should have stretched before this. Like, that fall, kind of hurt your knees a little bit. You're like, I'm getting old. Like, all right, hold on. Do either of you would either of you like to assist Krug in getting up?
Yeah, I can assist Krug. I mean, I rolled for myself already, but I'll use it as the assist roll.
No, I assume that you're already up there.
Oh, tight. Okay, my roll to get up there was 29.
Oh yeah, you get up there and no problem. Moss gets up there, no problem, and Krug's like, "I got this."
Okay, I'm rolling in athletics again to help assist.
Yep.
Is that the okay? Well, not as well, but it's I'm sitting at a 16 here.
Cool.
We're gonna TPK to this ledge right here.
I reach down to pull you up. You pull me back down. I bash my head into the ground. We both die.
All right, Krug, you have a +1 to assist on your next check.
Okay.
To do this. Oh my god! Did you roll a nat 1 again?
I did that. I literally.
What?
I'm not joking.
No, Krug, you're the only one who needs to get up in here.
I know it's 5 o'clock only, but use a hero point.
No. No. Nothing about this is heroic.
Hero point.
Literally nothing about this is heroic.
So
How about this? No. Actually,
points aren't there for heroic moments. Those heroic points are to get you out of really bad situations.
I'm going to do what I should have done at the very beginning.
We can use them however we want, Jake.
I'm going to do what I should have done at the very beginning. Assurance.
Ah.
I'm going to adjust assurance.
Which is a total of what?
That's a great question. So it's just proficiency plus 10, 17.
17?
Yeah.
All right. So you go and you jump up a second time and you reach to get Remi's hand and you just miss their hand. And when you fall back, your foot actually goes through the box that you were standing on. So your foot just punctures a hole and you hear this loud and you try to put your foot up and the wood kind of scrapes your leg a little bit, but it's not like you're not taking damage, just like ow, a little bit of and you look into the case and the case looks to be like packing material, like hay almost, that's like used in that. So there's something in there, but you have no idea what it is. Maybe this is something you can search around when you're in a less dangerous situation.
Yeah.
And you go to jump a third time, and this time you ignore Remi's outreaching hand, and you just jump up, grab yourself, and lift yourself up, and are able to get into the room.
And as I'm dusting myself off, nobody saw that.
Your foot going through the box? Yeah, no one saw it.
No, Remi. All right, and then I guess perception check. Look around.
Okay, whoever's going to be searching around, please roll me your perceptions.
I'll search.
I'm just going to come up here and do nothing. That's fine.
I just almost threw my phone. Don't do that.
I got an 18.
18 perception, awesome.
I got a 19.
19, okay.
I got a 17.
17, 18, 19. I love it.
Yep.
Remi, you have already been in here once today. You point out to the rest of the group the pieces of the skull that you had seen. You point out the map that has a bunch of different languages all over it, or not a bunch of a language you do not understand written across it. You see the mirror with the makeup in there. You see a hammock in the back corner, a very nice kind of fluffy chair. And those are like the key aspects that are in this room. But the map that you had all gotten earlier from Death Island is also in here.
Does anybody understand these languages?
You have not looked at the Death Island map yet. You do not know if it's in a different language.
Is it sealed in such a way that like we can?
No.
Oh, so we could just literally unroll it and then roll it. Okay. So I'm gonna look at the map that we haven't looked at yet.
Okay. You unwrap the map, and you can see that the location in which you're supposed to be going to seems to be in the middle of the ocean. There's just an X marked in the middle of the ocean.
In the middle of the ocean?
And there's no like, is there like identifying land masses, or is it literally just like blue piece of paper, red X in the middle?
Oh no, there's clear indication
Okay.
and like delineations of how far away from X island, how far away from Y island.
Okay.
It is very well mapped out, but it is something that is in the like middle of the ocean.
There doesn't appear to be land mass where this X is.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. What
Yeah,
would you
they forgot to draw the island on the map where the X is.
I mean, it could be something like a rendezvous point. Maybe they're like meeting another ship or something, or maybe it's buried treasure like under the ocean, or maybe a sunken ship. It's any number of things.
Well, Krug, you do not see any text on there that notifies a time or date.
That's fair.
So you know it will not be a rendezvous point. Like that map was dug or was buried on this island. It doesn't necessarily know if anyone's going to find it or not.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so do you think that it's like a sunken ship, or like there is something underneath the ocean waves, the sea floor?
Oh, it's very intriguing. I used to dream of buried treasure as a youth.
I mean, maybe that's what it is, but
How would you even get that far down without dying?
I feel like Robin would be someone who could figure that out.
Yeah,
mean,
I wonder what Robin's doing.
That was a reenactment of what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how is it going above deck, Jake? Have circumstances changed in the last period of time?
Circumstances have not changed, but it has been a while since you've made a perception check, and the last few perception checks you did not see any landmass.
Yeah, and I also want to I wanted to, like, after making the last perception check before we went back down, I wanted to call out, because people had stopped singing when the like fight broke out. They had stopped the prayer. I want to pick that up again.
Okay.
I can roll a performance check to
roll me a perception first.
Perception first, cool. And this, I just want to, as far as timing goes, I want to start this when I did the last perception check.
Sure.
But I'll roll the next one first. That is that. I don't know. It like, I moved my leg and then it landed. Did you see what happened? I'll just take it. That was 26.
Okay, cool. So you managed, with the clearing skies, you managed to be able to see some pieces of landmass out in the distance. And as the storm is starting to clear, you also notice that the captain is no longer veering away from the storm. He's actually pushing you closer to where the hurricane originally was. But because of the downgrade in weather, it's not nearly as hard on the ship. Basically, from what you can gather is that now that the storm is dying, he doesn't need to cut away from his destination. He can cut straight through it and still, not get tattered and destroyed.
Yeah. Cool. I want to roll that retroactive performance check.
Yep.
For whenever that was. And performance, that is, it's not my best, but it's one of them, surprisingly. 16.
16 performance.
And basically just calling out, all right, what was the guy's name? Ghost Red, please get back to the singing. We got to get through this, team. And
They pick it back up and start singing again. They're it's not as good as your previous performance checks, but it seems to be working. So why stop what works?
Cool. Is the captain still like half-heartedly trying to stay with it?
Yeah, I mean he's also trying to make clear and concise directions to not try and crash the ship.
And just when we left off last time, the captain with Robin like knew outright that you had blasted him with like lightning.
Yeah, but in the name of Ghost, right? I hope he understands.
Oh, okay, all right, whatever.
I think that there are larger issues at this point.
Sure.
So I want to.
It's also arcing lightning. It could have been like, oh, I hit you to get Remi. Like.
Yeah. At the very least, he didn't really seem to want to follow up on that. At least not right now.
Yep.
I want to call out, Captain. I like what you're doing, but be aware there's land over. Land ho, we say.
That's what we pirates.
I don't know if you've heard that one. I call it land ho.
And he goes, land. All right, tighten the sails. We're gonna go straight away from this. And you can see the ship like start to ease away from the direction in which the land is.
Cool.
All right, cool. So back to the three of you. You see that there is this X in the middle of the ocean.
Can I recall knowledge or something to see if there's like if I've heard like some mythos or something about a treasure out in the barren ocean? I don't know.
Yes. Do you have a knowledge that is pertinent to this?
Underworld.
Underworld.
Sure.
Like,
Pirates are part of the underworld, right?
Yeah.
yeah, it's like yeah,
It's actually fair.
underworld lore. Yes.
Go for it.
I roll. It's a critical miss.
Love that.
No. Treasure
Straight
chests
go.
are always on islands. I don't know why it's out in the middle of the ocean. Maybe
Would
there's a secret island.
Would theater lore do anything? Perhaps there's a play about buried treasure.
You're allowed to roll whatever knowledge you want. It will change the information if you roll well enough that you get.
I'm gonna try it because YOLO.
There's probably a play about this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's actually great. 25.
Hey.
Drew, do you have anything?
No, I'm good.
Sure, you don't want to roll warfare lore or
It
something?
feels like a good
No,
warfare.
I don't want to roll warfare lore on an X in the middle of the ocean in a map.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds pretty pertinent. It could be pertinent, but
Yeah,
okay.
it could. Yeah.
Moss, ship sink. There's been
Okay.
plays and songs about ships sinking out in the middle of the ocean from combat. Maybe.
Did you have to look directly at the camera?
War battles, warfare. Tends to
Yeah,
be just-
maybe,
All
maybe
right.
there was a war that happened at one time.
Hey, I have a great idea. I'm gonna roll warfare lore on the map.
Krug, stick to
Don't
your
worry about it.
guns.
We got
Stick
it.
to your
No, no,
guns.
no,
You got it.
You've
You got
broken me.
information
You've
we
broken
need.
me, and you're gonna feel bad about it.
Look, here's the thing about skill checks. It
Yeah.
doesn't hurt to roll them.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because even if you fail your roll, right, and you get the wrong piece of information, it's still going to allow you to have an interesting role-playing like situation,
That's
right?
fair.
It's not like you don't get a hard move for every failure that we do in this game.
Exactly. It's not like you fail and you die. It's just like you get wrong information, you know?
That having been said, I'm really upset about the fact that I wasted my natural 20 on this because I got a natural 20.
Yeah, that's not
That's
a way.
That's literally 25 total.
Krug, based off of the map and the location of these islands, it's nothing that you would know because, you know, you have come from a location in which has, you know, doesn't know about this world. But you can see the strategic like points of where this X is, of that this would clearly be a location that a ship battle would have occurred, right? You also know that when a ship sinks, it's very, very, very difficult to recover anything from that ship. So if they know the location of a ship that has sunk, this would definitely be a good place for that to have happened, just based off of like how the map is laid out. There might be something the bottom of that ocean in a ship.
Yeah, and maybe it's not worth it for a military to like go back and recover the sunken ship, but for like an individual pirate that could set them up for like life, right? That makes sense. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's like a weapon. Where's this other map? What's going on with
I don't know. I can't read it.
Can I read it?
Do you know the frog language?
I don't know the frog language.
All of you, roll me a wisdom save. Oh no! Roll me knowledge nature.
Roll a wisdom save.
Knowledge nature. Jake, did you say that loud enough for Robin to hear?
Oh no. A1.
Remi, I would actually like you to roll this with something that doesn't happen very often. I would like to roll this with advantage.
Oh,
With-
sick.
Is a thing in the game, but it's not called advantage for copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, that's a good number.
that's a great number.
All right, Krug, what do you got?
16.
Okay, Moss, what do you got?
1.
1. All right,
1.
Remi,
It's a
19.
2 with my bonus.
19. Wow. Okay.
Rolled a
Remi,
19.
Remi, your wife has the ability to change her spells out every day when she wakes up in the morning and preps. Do you know what a really interesting spell that she probably has used in the past? Comprehend languages.
Do I have access to that one?
Yeah, you should.
I don't know that that's a. I don't think that's a primal spell.
It's a cult, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't learn that, but Moss can. Darn. Okay.
Oh,
But-
no.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, so because of the specific kind of druid you are, you
No,
can't
because
learn?
I'm a druid at all.
Druids do primal, which I forgot.
They're like. There are ways I could learn it, but not as a druid.
Gotcha.
That's a good idea, though.
Oh, no, well, I will say, like, hey, Moss, do you know this spell, Comprehend Languages? I heard of this, like, a while ago when we were living in the peaceful cities. Sorry, what?
Do I know that? I was asking Jake if I know that spell.
No, you do not know that spell.
Sadly, despite my many travels and exemplary education, I haven't picked that one up yet.
Oh, wait, do you think that the other frogs on the ship are able to see this map? Like, do you think that Bogart lets them see the map?
Probably not, judging by...
Cool. Then let's get a piece of paper and write all of the words down.
All right. Is there like a paper and a pen in here somewhere?
Yeah, well, you guys had a high enough perception check that I would say that you'd be able to find an inkwell pen and some paper that probably wouldn't go missing.
All right. I'm gonna try and make a copy of the. Can we make a copy of both? Can we try to make a copy of both?
Yeah, let's try to make a copy of both.
What's the other thing?
Just both maps.
So you want to draw the other map and then
Yeah.
just write the words of the second map?
Yeah.
Is there a spell that can help us go very fast?
So this is actually a skill check, and this is and it does take some time to do that because it's basically making a forgery.
Yep. So it's thievery, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it's thievery.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
I have a question. Is there are there like screen windows or something like that at the captain's quarters where with a high enough perception I would see activity in there, or is it totally blocked off?
It's totally blocked off, and
Cool.
it's a society check, by the way.
Society check.
Mhm.
Society.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mont, you're good at that, and so am I.
I
Yeah,
am.
I'm not doing
very,
it, man.
very good.
It's society to forge a map.
Mm-hmm.
To forge a document period.
A document period. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna forge one of them. If Moss, you want to forge the other one. Although Moss, do you have a spell that would make this go by faster somehow? Is there something that we can do?
Jake, tell me.
You do not have a spell or ability that would make this go by. As for the, it's also technically a downtime activity. So to make a forgery, you will not have the time to make a forgery. For the words, you can just write the words down. You're not trying to make a forgery on that, unless you're trying to copy the map exactly. Then if you're just trying to write the words down and try to figure out what is being said on that map, you can just write the words down for free, right? As for creating a forgery, this is a downtime activity. It would take Moss a very long time to be able to make an accurate forgery. But that being said, if you can manage to get her a few hours per day to go in there by herself to start drawing it, you could give her the opportunity to make an accurate forgery. And then depending on how much time, you might be able to make an accurate forgery of both of those maps.
Not
I
a bad idea, but we
yeah.
can. I think we start with the words for now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the words are the important ones for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll
Uh,
copy the words.
Yeah, so you all copy the words as best as you possibly can. It is going to be a skill check. I know I said it was for free, but it's going to be you're going to be able to copy it, but it's going to be how well it kind of is going to be able to be translated. So
because we don't know the letters, so it's not like we're writing a recognizable thing, right?
Well, not only do you not recognize the letters, you don't know if it's left to right, top to bottom, right to left. You know what I mean? You don't know how how the language works. So, who would like to roll that society check for me?
I have great society. I can do it.
Yeah. What's your society?
It's a 6. But I feel like it should be more, though, because I haven't updated my sheet.
Okay. Yeah, my society is also a 6.
Society's charisma based, right?
Yeah.
And you're trained in it?
Yeah.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your society is a +9.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
Yeah, I will do a roll for ye old society. That is, oh my goodness. That is oh my goodness. That's 28.
28.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Everyone, it looks fucking great. She has kept them separate from each other because the words are on different locations, right?
Sure.
And she has kept them separate and almost identical so that if someone were to just see that piece, they would be able to read it in however their language reads it, but has kept them separate so it doesn't make like a complete like it's like taking words off of a map and translating it, and someone trying to read it and being like northwest southeast 12 knots, like as it's a like it's like this is its own piece of content, this is its own piece of content over here, and it kind of separates it like that. So yeah, you all are able to do that. Robin, what would you like to be doing? As I'm assuming the three of you are going to be leaving after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, perception didn't come up with anything else, right?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. Making sure to cover us with the carpet on the way down. Got to make sure that we say that out loud.
Yep. And I assume you put the second map away correctly.
Yeah.
As best as you possibly could. Yeah. I'm not gonna be that guy.
I also want to double check that the door's actually locked. And if it's not,
the door.
I locked the door.
I'm just making sure you lock the door.
Robin, you've been up there for a while now, and the storm, it's gone to a light sprinkle, and everyone on the boat seems to start to relax a little bit, and you can see that they're kind of worn out. Like this is a lot of stress on a person, and they're all just kind of like the ones that aren't directly using doing something are sitting and just trying to like catch their breath.
Is there here's what I want to do I suppose a search check, some kind of perception check to see if I can identify whichever crewmate looks the least exhausted and start there. That is a 23.
Yeah, you can see one or two that aren't like horrendously like just dead.
I want to call out to one of them. Hey, you there? Climb up. I'm coming down.
They nod and they wait for you to come down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna climb down the ladder now.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that?
No, it's the weather has died down significantly.
Cool. I'm gonna climb down the ladder safely but quickly. Scurry down a little bit. Give the one I sent up a pat on the shoulder and say, "You got this. You're doing great. You've helped to save us all on this day." And give him some guidance, +1 for whatever he does, and send him.
Okay.
That +1's going to be used when they attack you specifically.
Yeah, right.
They croak at you as they go back up. And what would you like to do after that?
I want to start heading over to the captain.
Okay.
And I think I would like to. This probably would be a perception check. I want to do like the equivalent of an insight to see if I can, with the conversations I've had with the captain and things I've like gained from other people's conversations with him, if I can get an idea of like what he respects, I guess. Like, what would set me up better in his eyes? How I can gain some respect from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, would perception make sense for that?
Yeah.
Cool. That is 19 plus 11 is 30.
Cool. Now do me a secondary one. Roll me a society check.
Society, you say? Okay. All right. I think my society is a +2, so that is 13 plus 2, 15.
So based off of the people that he treats well on the ship, and just kind of rumors of how pirates are, you can tell that the ones that get treated the best are the ones that are the most subservient.
Yeah, that's
almost the exact opposite of the direction in which you. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, cool. I don't think I want to dip straight into the other angle right now. I think that but yeah. So I want to go up to the captain, who I assume is still barking out orders.
It's calmed down significantly. He's more just holding on to the ship.
Cool. And I want to just stand like behind him, but like in his line of sight, and just say, Captain, seems the rumors are true. You know how to run a ship.
Don't think I forgot about what you did there.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. It can be hard for me to control Gozre's will from time to time, and Gozre wanted us to head on, which of course you did do, and I have to commend you for it.
Look, stop. You helped us get through this, and I will forgive you for your transgressions, but that is your only one. Do you understand that?
I do, Captain, and I appreciate your forgiveness. I do. I came a long way to find you, and I don't want to lose any potential friendship we may have now.
I have one question for you.
Go.
Can you hold your breath? And we're going to go to the other group.
No,
No, it's okay.
When we're dropping down out of the captain's quarters, I do want to take a look at the box that Krug destroyed.
You take a look at the box, and it's very nicely labeled on the outside, but not in a language that you know.
All right, I'm just gonna look inside of it.
So you look inside of it, and you see, hey, unless you want to start pulling stuff out.
I do.
Okay. So you start pulling. Are you gonna describe to me how you want to start doing it?
I want to flip it upside down and shake.
No, it is a big box. It's bigger than you. You were standing on it.
I just want to put my hand in my arm and move the hay around until I feel like an object.
All right. What if that's filled with swords? What are you doing?
You feel, as you start moving around, you feel something that feels ceramic.
I thought you were going to say sword, I swear.
It feels sword? Feels ceramic. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I don't think it is swords. Unless they're ceramic swords, it feels like that. It feels like, well, that could be a sword.
It's pretty large. At least the portion that you've got. And it goes further into it and kind of you can't describe it. It's such a weird shape, but it's something ceramic.
Okay, it's weird. It's something ceramic. I can't really describe it. It's such a strange shape. Hey, Krug.
Yeah.
Can you help me get the lid off of this thing and we can just move the head to the side and take a look at it? I mean, nobody's going to be down here. They're all up there.
With that lookout.
You already put a hole in it. What?
I mean, I don't want somebody to catch us doing this.
Why would it be down here with the food? If it was something so precious, I feel like it would be up in the captain's quarters. That's
exactly why somebody would put it with the non-precious things. You understand? Thieves don't look with the supplies. Thieves look in the captain's quarters.
That does make sense.
You ever heard of hiding in plain sight?
If I hide in plain sight, then I'm not hiding.
That's kind of the point. Yeah, you're right. That's kind of the point. Yeah. Because if you don't hide something that people think has to be hidden, then it's more hidden than if you had hid it in the first place.
Do you remember earlier when you thought me putting a hole in the bottom of the captain's quarters would sink the ship?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know a lot about ships.
What has
Remi, I have a question for you. Are you still filling it up while you're having this conversation?
Yeah, the whole time.
I imagine he was elbow deep in it the whole time.
Yeah. It's shoulder deep. Roll me a perception check.
Also, Krug, it's they.
My apologies.
Wow.
Hey, 24.
Ooh.
It has a mouth.
As soon as I feel the mouth, I pull my hand back out.
It's a ceramic mouth. Like,
I know.
You feel that it is a
Like
statue of some sort that has a mouth.
Oh.
Are you okay? What happened? Did it bite you?
Oh, yeah. No, I felt like, wow, here's the thing. Did it bite me is a good question because it does, in fact, have a mouth. I felt some little teeth. I felt like, no, there's like,
Were they
it didn't
shot?
bite me. No, it's just like ceramic. It's like, I think it's a statue of some sort. Please, Krug, please, can we open the lid and take a look?
Is there like a... I'm going to go check the nearest corner or whatever room. I'm not sure what the layout is, but I want to make sure there isn't somebody currently coming or like sitting near to where we are. Does that make
Roll me a
sense?
perception check.
All right. What about... Boop. Oh, 21.
There is no one currently coming down from what you can see or hear, but you notice that the ship has significantly stopped rocking. So if you're going to do this, it's now or never.
All right, let's do it, Remi.
Hooray!
Just be quick. No dillying or dallying.
All right, roll. Whoever is going to try and pry this open, roll me an athletics check.
Ooh, baby, that was close to a net 20.
And whoever's, if you're assisting, this would be an assist. Moss, what would you like to be doing while they're standing up there doing this?
Yeah, I'll do an assist.
Cheering them on.
Oh, I just got a nat 20.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Oh.
So I assume you're going to assist?
Yeah, it's funny because I got a 19, so I rolled a 29.
Nice.
So yeah, nat 20. I've got a 30 right now.
The two of you very easily, very cleanly pull the lid off of this case. And like so much so that the nails that we're putting in just kind of slide out as if they were in butter. That's
Nice.
how well the two of you are just like, all right, well, if we've already broken it, that means this is probably the, and it just kind of like makes that like squeaking noise of metal going against wood. And you can very clearly see the top of what seems to be two separate objects that are very vastly colored differently. One of them seems to have yellow and the other one seems to have red.
Huh.
What else do they like?
What do they look like?
What are the shapes?
That is all you see right now. If you would like to do something else,
I'd like to move away more of the hay
Yeah, let's
and
move
try
that
and
hay
reveal the rest of the shapes.
okay. Which one would you like to be focusing on?
The red one.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. All right. As you start to pull it away, it looks like this. It's got like very sharp points all over it, and it looks very insect-like. Anyone can roll me a knowledge, nature, or religion.
I will roll religion.
I'm bad at both of those. So.
I have pretty good religion.
Yeah, where's
I'm
Rob?
also bad at both of those for what it's worth.
Got a +9.
Oh. Yeah, mine's super good. 19.
Hell yeah.
19 total or 19 roll?
19 total.
Okay.
I got a 9.
9.
I'm not rolling.
Okay. Moss, this is a deity. This is a statue of a god. Or a lesser god. You're looking at it and it's like at the tip of your tongue, and the only words that come out of your mouth is like, he who walks in blood. Oh, I can't remember their name.
He who walks in blood. Oh, that's so intense.
That is very intense.
Yeah, it was very strange that you just said that like out loud. You were like thinking to yourself, and then you were like, "He who walks in blood." And there was a moment where I was like, "Okay, time to dip. I gotta jump on the ship." Like, you know.
Well, it just suddenly came to me like divine intervention. I mean, it is a god, so perhaps it is the god making me remember.
He who walks in blood. Okay. Now Moss, take a look at this other one. Look at the yellow one. Tell me, is that one like she who walks in blood? They who walk in blood?
Jake, do I need to roll again?
No. As you start to pull away, the hay, it seems to be a cheetah statue. The interesting thing about this cheetah is that the eyes of the cheetah are actually like an emerald green color.
Hey, you cool cats and kittens.
Carol Baskin. No. Moss, roll me another religious check.
Oh, hell yeah, non-natural 20.
You actually get the name of this. You're like, oh, this is a symbol of the mother of jaguars.
Carol
Kazal.
Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
You're like Kazutal. It's Kazutal. Kazutal.
That is Kazutal. She's the goddess of community.
Oh.
Right?
Were you just guessing right now?
No, I saw it on Google.
Okay. Safety, liberty, and community is her areas of concern. I can give you additional information based off of your non-natural 20. I can tell you some divine skills. I can tell you the domains that she goes over.
Cool.
Or I can tell you her favorited weapon.
Skills.
So her divine skills are society.
Wow, then I'm very intimately familiar with her, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Do I have any insight as to why these statues would be here on this ship? / does it seem like something Arturo might be interested in?
These are probably, and by probably, I mean these are 100% stolen items.
Okay. I don't know if the captain knows what he has here. I mean, I'm sure that he just thought that they looked pretty, but I think that, I mean, these are divine objects.
Can we do like an Arcana check on them?
Sure.
And by we, I mean Moss.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm so weird on these meds for my tooth. You can decide what rolls I'm doing. I'm all about that.
Well, I would do it myself, but I just have a +2.
While you're doing that, we're going to go back to Robin. As the captain asks if you're able to hold your breath.
God,
I'd say sometimes for friends I can hold my breath. Do you have ideas, Captain?
I need someone to go underwater. I'm going to be sending that crew that was just down here trying to attack me. There's an item in the bottom of the ocean that I need help out with. You're not afraid of the ocean, are you?
No, I love the ocean. Been on it for quite some time now, and can they hold their breath? Your crew, your stolen crew down there.
Oh no, I've got something for them. But here's the thing: I need someone that can go down there that I trust. Are you that person?
You're asking if you can trust me, Captain.
I am.
I like to think you can.
All right, roll me a deception check.
I do like to think he can.
No.
Right.
Technicality.
Yeah. Okay. Is that worth using a hero point on? I mean, I know the situation is, but I rolled average. I'm gonna and hope I roll higher than 10. Okay.
I'm not gonna look.
Haha, 19 total.
Oh,
19.
dang.
I rolled a 17 that time, so 19.
He looks at you and goes, "Now, of course I can trust you, but I'm going to need a little more than trust from you. There's something down at the bottom of the ocean. There's a ship down there. There's a chest specifically that I'm looking for. Has the last item I need before I get what I want. I want you to take the crew down there and I want you to get it. It's going to be the 4 of you. But, he starts to turn around, and as he turns around, you feel a hand touch your shoulder very lightly from behind you.
Okay. I look.
It's one of the other frog people, and they've got something in their hand. And he says, "I'm going to need some reassurance." And the frog starts to reach out to put something on your neck.
I want to step away. Captain, I'm sure I'll be happy to go along with this, but could you tell me what your underling here is trying to put around my neck?
It's insurance. The piece of thing that you're going down there is very valuable to me. I can't risk you taking it and leaving off with it.
I see. So, in the event that I should do such a thing, the assurance will assure that I don't make it back to you. Or that I do, I suppose, with the thing, but not alive.
It will make sure that you don't make it anywhere.
I like that. Put it on.
He reaches and puts it around your neck, and it feels like a metal clasp, and you can feel glass bulbs that are on the side of on the left and right of the collar.
Cool. Well, Captain, this I have to say it's not 100% how I imagined our engagement going, but this is in league with what I expected from a captain of your stature, and my time coming here was well worth it. I will say, I think after this, it may be the last you see of me. I do have many zombies to fight, of course, but happy to be finding myself helpful to you.
Zombies? Why are you fighting zombies?
Oh, it's just one of the things I do. There are zombies, so I fight them.
Got you. We won't be there until tomorrow. You don't have to wear this, but if you'd like to get used to it, you can. It's up to you. We can put it on you right before you dive.
Let's hold off. I do like to breathe through my neck now and then. I'm joking. That is, in fact, something I'm very jealous of. Your ability to breathe through.
Roll me a... Roll me wisdom.
Okay. That is a 16 total.
He's giving you a device that you have access to have that you can look at and try to figure out how it works before going down. He's offering you to hold on to it during that time by wearing it.
Sure.
He can put it on you right before you die.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. What did I just say? Oh, I like to breathe through my neck. That's a matter of jealousy I have for you. Put it on.
Oh, it's on you. He was
Okay.
offering to take it off.
Leave it. Yeah. We'll leave it. It's fine. I trust you, Captain. Are you in control of this, or is it a proximity thing?
I'm in control of it, but I have no urge to take you out unless I need to.
Well, Captain, if you're in control and I'm in control of myself, I think we'll get along just fine.
Great. I will call you when I'm ready for you.
Very good. I'll find a bed.
Cool. You head off. The 3 of you. How was your roll? What was it on Arcana?
Mine was really good. Again, I'm rolling like a boss. It was 23.
Oh, yeah.
A 23. These are not inherently magical.
Okay.
But as Moss says that these are not inherently magical, Remi, you notice that the green eyes, the green emerald eyes, kind of shimmer unnaturally.
Are you sure?
Moss.
Moss?
Talking.
Are you
Uh,
sure they're not inherently magical?
Oh, I thought you were saying that to Remi for some reason. I don't think so. I think they're just totems.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting because like these eyes, they're like, I don't know, they're glimmering and like doing.
Can I pick it up? And is it too heavy to pick up, or can I pick
It's
it up?
pretty large. It's a pretty large statue.
I
Did
want
I
to lean
notice the eyes
into
glimmering?
its eyes.
No. Remi is the only one that sees that.
Well, now that Remi is describing it, I want to lean forward and look into the statue's eyes.
These are just painted on eyes. They're not even emeralds or valuable jewels. They're just painted on eyes.
And
They're-
not shimmering.
They're glimmering for you, Remi?
I mean, yeah, they did. Like I looked at them and they were like shine.
You come here. Come here. You get down here. And you look
Okay.
at the eyes.
Okay, I get down and I look in the eyes real close.
Remi, it feels like they're staring daggers at you.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just a me thing, but like when I look in the eyes,
Sentence, you hear the sound of a jaguar.
yeah, and I jump back like immediately, like, okay, all right, everybody else heard that, right? Like the jaguar, like it yelled at me and like with the eye daggers, and it's like, wow.
Neither of you heard anything.
Rami, I think maybe you got hit on the head harder than we thought. Maybe you should go to bed or something.
You're for sure not like you're not seeing or hearing this at all. There's not like the eyes aren't like shooting daggers. You didn't hear like a round, like a you know,
Like a
like,
row? What's a row?
like oh, you know, like when a jaguar when it does the growl and the roar and you hear
Oh, a
it.
roar.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like
I know what a roar is, but what's a row? Anyways, no, I didn't hear anything except for you falling on a wooden ship.
Okay, fine. All right. Okay.
So how about that nap, buddy? I'm worried about you.
I'll take a nap in just a moment. I want to look back at the red one
Mm-hmm.
again. Is that one like shooting daggers at me or anything or no? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's put the lid back on this, I think.
Okay.
All right.
In like we can go.
You okay?
I mean, like, no, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't know. You're right. I think my head might be like a little, weird because of your shoe.
I think that's the least of it, but all right, if you insist.
Remi, if it's behaving differently for you, perhaps you should try talking to it. I mean, talking to someone has never hurt.
Okay, hey, statue, like you're a jaguar, you have emerald eyes. What is your deal? You're shooting daggers at me.
Wait, shooting daggers at you?
With the eyes. The eyes are shooting daggers. They're like, ooh, they look at me and they go, ah. And then
you mean like rhetorically shooting? All right, I get it. I thought you meant they were like.
When you start to talk to the jaguar, you see what everyone else saw: just plain painted eyes. You no longer hear that.
You're so good at that, honestly.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous.
Okay. No, I guess there was just like a moment in my head where like, I don't know. It seems fine. It's like normal. It's got those painted eyes. They're not shiny or glimmering or anything. I'm sorry. We can put the lid back on. I feel like I have taken too much attention away from like anything else. I'm sorry, everyone.
Robin, what were your plans after talking?
I was heading down here, so this might be a good time for her to arrive.
So as the three of you are having this conversation about putting the lid back on, the three of you hear footsteps above you from the floor above you.
The lid.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Moss distract him if you can, please. And I'm gonna help put the thing back on.
All right, roll me you're gonna roll me 2 rolls. You're gonna roll me an athletics to put it back on, and then you're going to roll me a stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll assist. Can I assist both or whatever?
You're both rolling the roll. And I mean, do you want to assist Krug or do you want Krug to assist you?
What's your stealth, Krug?
9.
Yeah, I'm gonna assist Krug the whole time.
Okay. Roll it, Krug.
So I got a athletics 27 and a stealth 23.
Okay. And Remi.
For the athletics, I got a 30.
Oh wow.
Again.
And for the stealth, I got a 10.
So Robin, as you're starting to walk down, you hear just a bink, one real clear bink noise. Other than that, it's like really quiet. Moss, I assume you started walking up the staircase.
Yes, and I'm like, should I do like a performance just so I'm very like distracting and mossy?
Well, as you start to like begin to do that, you look up and you see Robin is the footsteps.
Mm-hmm. And coming down, like seeming a little bit sketched out because she was expecting to find you all in like this room where the prisoners were kept in the first place. But seeing you looks immediately relieved. And we'll come over to you. Is everything okay down here? Is Remi all right? I saw you take them down here.
Remi's fine. I healed him or them, and there's something. They were speaking to a statue, so perhaps you can talk to them about that.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. No one else is down here, right?
I just asked, just the posse.
Oh, that's fun. Posse. I want to roll perception just to make sure of that, Jake, though of course I trust my friends. Ooh, and I already used my hero point. So that's I rolled a 1 for a total of 12.
I mean, you see Moss and you hear the water hitting up against the boat. I mean, you have no reason not to believe them, so it doesn't change the situation.
Well, thank you for taking such good care of my partner, Moss. It really hurt me that I couldn't be there for them. But I'm here now. I'll go check that out. See what the statue's happening. We should all rally actually, because I know what our next mission from the captain's going to be, and honestly, actually, it sounds kind of fun. I'm kind of excited about it. Yeah, let's group up back with them back there, and we can talk about it.
So, Krug and Remi, you finish pretty quickly off of it. There was just one loud pink that happened while the two of you were trying to do it, but it would be easily explainable. You start to hear the footsteps coming down the stairs, but it's a set of 2 now. The 2 of you are smart enough to realize that it's probably Moss and someone. And you see Moss and Robin start to walk down. As that's happening, though, you can start to hear other people starting to walk from the top of the ship into the area.
Oh yeah, I want to immediately take like another like crate or box or whatever, and take it and put it on top of the hole.
Okay.
That Krug had
Krug, would you like to assist?
Yeah, I'll assist that.
Okay, so the 2 of you pick up a box and are able to move it so that the hole is basically hidden.
Cool. And then I want to get out.
Yep. Yeah, we should leave. We should all leave this place quickly.
So you see, all 4 of you are there together now. Go for it.
Are we? Did we leave the
You're down in the sleeping quarters, basically.
Which is our quarters now.
Yeah. I think. Do we want to roleplay this conversation, or just say we catch each other up on the info that we all gain separately?
Yeah, that's not with me.
Yeah, that's better.
We catch each other
Speed
up.
through that, so we all have the same information. I wouldn't hide any of that, including the fact that I want to make sure to tell them I dropped the seed of there are zombies to the captain, because it seemed like maybe he didn't know that there were.
Sure.
But yeah, I will let them know basically that we're going to a sunken ship tomorrow, which probably makes sense to y'all since you saw the map.
Mhm.
kind of piece that together already.
So, as you're having this conversation, at the tail end of it, a few more of the frog people start to come down and get into sleep, get into their sleeping beds and start to sleep. They look all ragged and tired. They're taking short rests as that's happening. The three of you notice that Robin has a necklace on.
I would have explained that probably as well.
Yeah.
Well, that you have a necklace and that it's insurance. You're not sure exactly what it is or how it works.
Right. Which I want to spend some time on. But before I do, as the frog people are coming in, are any of them injured or are they just tired?
They're just tired.
Okay. I'll just call out. And all right, if anyone feels hurt, any of you ship soldiers on here, let me know. I know, of course, you've got Ogar, but I'm a fairly practiced medic myself, and I would like to make myself useful for you. But
Bodak is the medic.
Bodak, I'm so sorry. I'm very new here. But Bodak, fantastic.
And he's pretty good too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Bodak's great. But if he's busy, just so you know, I'm here for you. I'm here with.
Well, that was Bodak saying that about you.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. Oh, you're Bodak, right? I'm sorry. We helped each other yesterday. Yeah. What's that today? I need to lay down somewhere, but
yeah, actually, Bodak, if you have like a moment, do you think that you could like chill with me?
You need some healing? Is that what you need right now? You need me to
I don't need patching up or anything.
You did take a nice good wallop on here.
Yeah, that is true. They should.
Yeah, Remi, I don't know what you're talking about. You need patching up like nobody's business right now.
Okay, I could use a patching up. That is sure.
I just want to touch Remi on the head and heal that because I have a spell slot that I haven't used of heal
Oh,
yet.
okay, sure.
So I might as well.
Cool.
Doing the 2 action verbal and somatic, so I'll say, there you go, all better. And
Hey, don't need me. You got that wallop all patched up. You good now.
yeah, that heals you for 14.
Okay. Then that makes my... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay, there we go.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay.
Got it. I'm fully healed.
Cool.
That was a mix of emotions.
Nice. We did it. Okay. Yeah.
But that's like as your Tig. I'll figure it out.
It's
No.
cat attack.
I can save him.
No, he's stuck.
I got you, buddy. I got
Oh,
you.
no.
Did your cat just get stuck between like something?
No.
He got stuck in a pillow.
Yeah, he got his claws stuck in a pillow and couldn't get them out and was like stuck to the pillow. So because like cats do, if they get stuck, they just keep pulling down. But what they don't understand is you need to just go back up and out.
They're trying to rip through it.
Down.
down. Anyway, yeah. So I just want to. I'm fully healed now. Oh, thank you so much,
All better.
my stranger.
Yes.
Then, okay, Bodak, come over here. So I found this note. It probably means nothing. Krug, and Moss also are familiar with this. You can speak and read the frog language, correct?
Yep.
Do you think? Hold on. Oh yes, Krug.
Oh, I just
We just found this note. It's we just found a note. What? It's just a note, Krug. It's just a meaningless note as far as we're
Right. I forgot about that. No, I was confused because I didn't know what note you were talking about, but now I understand the note, and we just didn't know what it said.
It's the frog people language. Do you speak and read them?
Roll me a deception.
Might be a recipe. It might be
suggest we just do this one word at a time with different ship people so as not to arouse suspicion, but this is great.
We're good friends with Bodak.
What's your deception?
My deception.
I'm trying not to give away what I rolled.
It's gonna be 12.
Cool. He rolled a 2. So he looks at the note, and for the first time, you see his eyes open up and goes, "Oh, this must be one of my notes, because that says jawbone. That one over there says eye socket. That one over there says teeth. And that last one over there, that one says cranium."
Oh,
So this must be one of my notes. I apologize. I'm leaving shit all over the place sometimes.
I mean, yeah, you can just keep that. You can hold on to that. I'm glad we could find that for you. Okay, thank you so much, Bodoc. I go back to Krug and Moss. Well, you're still here, and Robin.
Yeah.
Okay, now this might be a long shot, and you might think like, no way, and like, bear with me here. Do you think that has anything to do with the magic skull?
Yeah. That's a pretty safe bet there, Remi.
Okay, you're saying it as if that was obvious. I really stumbled across something here, like, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably a map to the pieces of.
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you at all.
Yeah. Well, I assume we're talking quietly so as not to be overheard.
I know, but like, do you know what the stage whisper is?
Yeah.
I think that is a great opportunity to take our break. So everyone will be back in 10 minutes. Go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. We will be right back. Bye. Hello and welcome back to the second half of Court of Corvids. I believe where we left off
I can't hold my breath. No, I'm just kidding.
is the four of you are together. You have just discovered that the map that the captain has on his desk is the locations of the four remaining pieces of the skull, the magical skull that you had saw up there. You still don't know what that magical skull does.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that it's not the same thing that you're currently looking for.
Right.
And that you know that whatever you're looking for is at the bottom of the ocean in a specific place in which you all had, or the three of you, we lost Krug. Awesome. Hold on.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
All right, Krug is
But
Jake,
at
do you
least at least you have double of me and Jonas.
Yeah.
Oh, Krug's back.
He's back. Jake, do you know
what
what
that's about?
Tube in the bottom left corner of your window?
What?
Oh,
Because it says QueueTimes YouTube. Yeah, maybe we should just. There's a function to turn all our names off, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it right now. We'll just get So you all know that you're on your way to a specific location to get a treasure chest at the bottom of the ocean that is in a ship that crashed. You also know that is the last piece that the captain needs before he gets something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it is yet. You know that there is some sort of magical skull plus another object that he is looking for. You do not know if they combine or if they are two separate entities.
Cool.
And Robin has the thing around her neck.
Exactly. That if is it? He didn't. I don't know if he made it clear. Is it like? I mean, it's just assurance. So like, if either he doesn't get the skull or I do something against him, this will be very bad for me. I haven't spent the time with it yet, but that's the next thing that I want to do.
I also want to, since you explained to us like the whole situation behind that necklace, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm also gonna make a warfare lore on that necklace to see if I can learn anything about it.
Do it right now. Molly, can you Arcana check it? I'm gonna do crafting, Jake. I think that probably makes most sense.
Mhm.
Certainly can.
I got
Like Remi to do?
Oh, just don't, just
No, I can
keep rest up.
I could take a look at it. I could fiddle about around it.
And actually, maybe see if maybe the mastiffs anything like this. Maybe you remember something there, or knew anything about it.
19.
19 on Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the liquid that is inside of these two things are magical of some sort. You also know that these two things, the two liquids, are full of specifically evocation magic.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, I mean, not that this is going to be any more helpful than that, but I got a not natural 20 on warfare lore.
You have never seen this before.
Cool.
This is very interesting. You can surmise based off of the information that Moss just gave you what it does.
Yeah, I mean, me as a person can surmise what it does too.
Yeah, you surmise that whatever these liquid is, if it's evocation magic, which means it's going to be doing damage, and it's on a very vital part of Robin's body.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know that though,
Robin, it's probably going to kill you.
I figured as much.
If it doesn't decapitate you, it'll melt through your neck or something. I don't know what it's gonna do, but it's gonna hurt. Let's just avoid learning
Okay.
exactly how that works. That'd be great.
All right. What was your crafting check?
21.
Okay, you get a lot more information on this because that was the correct skill to use. So with this, you know that these are 2 vials of what seem to be very high-powered, very strong alchemy fire.
Ooh.
And here's the kicker on top of that is that it has a remote detonation option. It also has an anti-tampering with component to it.
Of course.
So if you try and fiddle about with it, it will go off. If it detects, and as you're kind of feeling around on it, you can feel what feels to be like 2 pins on your neck. And when you move to one side or the other, the pin kind of pushes harder on the opposite side. And so you can surmise that if both of these pins release, as in you somehow manage to figure out how to get smaller, it will also go off.
Oh gosh.
Wow. Okay. What if can I ask a couple questions with this crafting check? What if I were to get bigger, like much bigger?
When you polymorph, you can choose to have your items just become a part of you. So it's not
like I could do that, but like so that, I mean, that's, I guess that would be one way. Like I can have it stay basically active with me when I shapeshift. But if I were to enlarge in size to a high degree, like would busting out of it kind of have a similar effect?
It would have the same it would have the same effect as if you tried to break it. So that the anti-tampering.
Cut it off, basically.
Yeah.
And then do I get the sense that there is any way that I could like disable the anti-fiddling mechanisms?
You think it's possible. You're not sure if you have the ability, time, or tools to be able to do that. Cool. You feel that if you weren't the one inside of it, it might be easier for you.
Sure.
Because you have a penalty trying to do it to yourself.
Okay. That makes sense. And then I guess the very last question, how is the captain going to get this off of me?
There is a key mechanism to it.
Okay. We still have that ring. Hey, do you still have that ring of keys, Remi?
Yeah, no, like Moss has the keys.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't want to use it right now, but can we check if any of them look like they would fit into the little mechanism here?
I pull out the ring of keys, and Robin, do you want me to give it to you, or should I check?
Well, you pull out the ring of keys, and they're very much like iron bar keys. Like it's a circle at the top with like a line. Yeah. There's like the key pieces. The key in which you use is more of like a square, and it doesn't like go inside. It actually like sets on it, and you assume rotates in some way.
Cool. Okay, yeah, not one of those. Well, the good news is the captain probably has a key somewhere that will take this off. The bad news is if it comes off any other way, I'm probably dead. So I think it's in our best interest no, here's the thing. This is great. We want to help the captain anyway. So it is in our best interest to make sure that he gets the final piece of the skull tomorrow. It sounds like he was thinking, or at least tomorrow.
Oh, no, I do not think that he is going for this skull.
Why do you think that the skull is a good thing for the captain to have?
Well, I'm here to help the captain.
I would hold on. I as a GM, I'd like to clear up the difference.
Sure.
The skull and what you're going to go look for tomorrow are 2 separate pieces.
Different things. Okay.
I know, that's why I said
yeah, I know. I was trying to clarify as well with everyone else. The skull is 4 separate locations and that have a different name for it. What you're searching for is not one of those 4 locations that you're going to.
Cool.
Yeah, we're going to the X on the second. Okay.
Well, whatever we get in tomorrow, I think it is a good idea to get that back to him as quickly and as well as possible.
Well, we're alone now, right?
No, you're downstairs with other frogs that are trying to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been. I mean, like I
We've
said
been
before the
whispering
break,
it.
we've been trying to talk so as not to be heard. Should we roll for that, Jake?
No, that's
Okay.
fine. I mean, you can, but I'm giving it to you for free.
Cool. Thank you.
I mean, like, okay, so basically what I'm hearing is I'm not allowed to try to kill the captain until after that collar thingy is off of your neck.
Unfortunately, babe, yes.
Oh, come on.
I know.
And what exactly do you have to do before it comes off? Like, has there been a guarantee?
Not exactly, but here's the thing. I think I'm really breaking through with the captain. It seems like he thinks to some degree he can trust me to lead the three of you down under the water tomorrow.
Oh, hold on. The three of us are also going down under the water.
Yes.
That's something that he said explicitly.
Absolutely.
Oh, see, like when you were telling it back to us,
I was
assumed-
under the impression,
I
yes.
assumed that he was talking about like just like some other people.
No, he said the other three that he has on the ship. Yeah.
I thought we were doing something else.
Jake, he did say that, right?
Mhm.
Cool. And I would have given that information in the first
Oh,
batch,
no.
but yeah.
Okay, so like we are all going under the ocean.
Yeah, we're all going down tomorrow to get this, and I'm leading you. This is for assurance, just to be sure. So my suspicion is that after this one mission, he will trust me enough to take it off if it goes well. So let's make sure that it goes well, I think.
And are the rest of us going to be getting collars?
That remains to be seen.
Because like, why would we care if you had a collar? You're a stranger that we found on an island.
Well, no, I care about the collar. It is
Well,
so that I
No, yes,
keep
I know
you all in
that.
check, I think.
Well, yeah, but we could like double cross you and just take it, whatever the item is and go away. I'm not gonna do that.
I
but,
know.
like,
Here's the thing. I know you're not, but you're right. The captain doesn't know you're not. So maybe it's not a bad idea to leverage that and see if maybe I can get something, a little leg up in the case that you do mutinize against me down there. Maybe he has some tools for me to bring.
I mean, if you bring it up, he'll probably just put collars on all of us.
That's true. Maybe I shouldn't bring it up then.
I don't know.
Well, does he have a lot of collars? I don't know. Is this just the one? Or?
I mean, I've never seen a thing like this before. Although, to be fair, I've seen a lot of. Oh, you know what? I can put this on my list of things that are new to me.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. No, I would rather not have a collar around my neck. And I feel like my hands are pretty tied right now, considering that like you have a collar around your neck.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about getting this final thing for this frogman because he said to you, like, we get that, and then I am either like I'm one step closer to getting what I want, or we get this and I get what I want. Like it was something like that. And that is concerning because, like, I don't know about the rest of you, but I still think pretty lowly of this man, this frogman.
Oh, yes, not a fan, but pretending to be a fan.
Of course.
Yeah. I have to say, when I was up on the bird's nest and I saw you just whacking away at him, I was nervous, but it was very exciting. Looking forward.
Yeah, honestly, it took all my self-control to not join you in beating him up because that looked so just. I hate that guy.
I wish I could have like landed a hit at all. I mean, like, I feel like when I'm in this like sort of one-on-one combat with like someone, I just I choke or something. I have my bastard sword. I have it out and I just like swinging it around and it's not hitting anyone,
Yeah, I know the feeling of watching you do that, to be specific. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Is there any further things that you want to attempt to do or talk about before, or can I fast forward to tomorrow?
I think we can fast forward to tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Did he said that like tomorrow is when we'd be going down, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you all cool with that then?
Yep.
Okay. So you all have this conversation. You all kind of understand what tomorrow's going to be like. You still don't understand how exactly you're all going to breathe underwater, but that's something you'll figure out tomorrow. You all go to bed, and Remi, as your eyes start to close, you see a jaguar on the boat.
Like
It's
as
just-
if it was like just plucked from the jungle, just chilling.
It's just walking around down in the sleeping quarters, just quietly stalking.
And is anyone else awake right now?
Nope.
Okay, I wanna sit up in my bedroll.
You sit up,
I
and
will,
it looks at you,
oh, okay.
and it opens its mouth and
And the little growl, the little roar doesn't wake anybody up.
you look around to see if anyone wakes up, and you start to kind of panic a little bit. You're by yourself.
Oh, I'm by myself on this boat.
Yep, you're in your bed. You look around. You look to the left where you last saw Robin sleeping, and the bed's there, but Robin's not. Just moments ago, you swore you saw everyone's bodies just in their little individual beds. But as it roars at you, you look around to kind of like, okay, I am the only one that heard that because I'm the only one here.
Okay. All right, Jaguar. I will play your little games. You come out of a box, you are no longer a statue, your eyes are real, your fur is there, you make all my friends disappear, we're on a boat. Have you ever been on a boat before, Jaguar?
The Jaguar starts to walk up the stairs, and it gets to the first rung of stairs, like the first plateau, and it turns and it waits for you, and it just kind of walks in a figure 8 until you decide to make any sort of action.
Okay. Well, I just want you to know, and I as I'm saying this, I'm getting out of bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna make my bed really quick.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start walking over. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I just want you to know, like, if you're heading up to the captain's quarters, like, we do not have to go through the door up there. I made a hole, so if you want to go through the hole, we can.
So you roll up your bed. Do you start going up the stairs?
Yes.
As soon as your foot touches the first step, you're no longer on the boat. Your foot. You look down, and your foot is on a fallen log, and the Jaguar is walking through and looks at you, and just turns and starts to slowly walk down what looks to be a trail.
Okay, Jaguar. Either you teleported me off of this ship and like made all of my friends invisible, or I'm dreaming. I must have fallen asleep. And if that is the case, dreams are very horrifying when they are like this vivid, because like if this feels like real life, then like when I wake up, how do I know I am not dreaming? Oh wait, stop walking so far away. And I follow the Jaguar down this trail. I am definitely, just so you know, I'm talking its ear off.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are.
The whole time.
As you walk, you start to hear light drumming in the background. And as you start getting closer and closer to what seems to be this destination that this Jaguar is taking you to, the drum gets louder and louder and louder. And the forest, the trees, you pass the trees, but as soon as like every tree, like you try to look between the trees to see like what's out there, and it's almost white. It's like the trees and the trail are the only thing that are there. And past that is just this white, like ethereal plane of existence that you can't really like see. As you continue to walk, you notice that the floor turns from dirt to a stone pattern. These like L-shaped rocks all fit within forms of each other. These are finely crafted stones. But it's not dwarven. It's nothing that you've ever seen. As you continue to walk, the Jaguar stays within a few feet in front of you. And then it climbs up another set of stairs, and it spins around, and it lays down at the foot of what seems to be a throne. You see a woman sitting there, adorned in green emerald across her. And she sits there leaning in her chair, a jaguar at her feet, and what seems to be a jaguar across the back of her shoulders.
Hello. I think your jaguar disappeared my wife and my friends. And then like brought me to an ethereal plane of existence. Either that or I am dreaming currently right now. But just so you know, your jaguar is going around and doing things. So like maybe like rein that in a little bit. I don't know.
It was not my jaguar, it was me.
You are the jaguar?
I called upon the jaguar to bring you to me.
Oh, so it was the jaguar, but you told the jaguar to do it. Okay, okay. I'm following. I am here. All right, okay. So you disappeared my wife and my friends. You made me like I step on the stairs. I'm in an ethereal plane. I used to be on a boat. Have you ever been on a boat?
I've been many places, and in her hand she has a machete, and she sets it down on the ground. And she leans forward, putting her chin on the end of the machete and looks towards you. I've made a decision.
Are you going to kill me with the machete?
No.
Oh, then good decision, I think.
I want you to do something for me. Do you think that's possible?
I'm going to be honest. I probably need to hear what it is first, because like I can do some things. Like I can walk and I can run. I've climbed trees. I've been on a boat. I'm still on a boat. Not right now though. So if one of the things you want me to do is be on a boat, I can definitely accomplish that.
Remi, you have.
Oh my gosh, you know my name. Sorry.
I do know your name, Remi. Remi, you have seen the light and the dark of many things within society. You have been a part of different groups and organizations who lied to you, who have tried to make you better, but have been lies and just used you. Is this not true?
I mean, I certainly hope that you are only mostly talking about the Mastiffs and the peaceful cities, because like I kind of am enjoying the Court of Corvids, and if you're talking about the Court of Corvids, that would probably make me sad.
I'm not here to tell you of your future. I'm only here to talk to you about your past. You have seen many things, and I would like you to fight alongside me.
Do I get the cat?
I think you have something by your side that suffices to being other than a cat. And as she says that, you feel a lick on your hand.
Oh, is it Dagorno?
You look down and it's Dagorno.
Dagorno! Hey, buddy, I haven't seen you. I think we left you with Arturo or Scott.
Dagorno licks your paw or licks your hand, and as soon as you look down, like he like does the dog thing, which is put his head like in your hand to like pet me.
Yeah, does the dog thing, which is remove the mask. And yes, Remi starts petting Dagorno for sure.
I need people that are willing to protect those who can't protect themselves. You have been exemplary in showing off that you could be a great warrior to protect those who can't protect themselves.
I am seriously loving this backhanded compliment.
How do you feel that this is backhanded?
Well, like, I sort of considered myself a great warrior already, and what you just said was like, oh, you could probably be, like, you're pretty good. You could be a great warrior. I get it. I have, you know what? I'm humble. There are things I can improve on.
You have very, very far to go, but you're not in a bad position. You will be strong. I can see it.
Are you a god?
Some have said this.
Like, so like, am I like going on a holy mission?
Yes.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
There are just a few,
Sorry.
there are a few things that I feel that you find important, and it is important for us. And I am looking for people who can be out there and assist. Apparently, Google feels that there's some searches for the web. There are some few things that I find important, and I feel that you feel that they're important, and you can fight to protect them. I find family, you and Robin, an example. Family, something to protect. I also find freedom, something very important.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, your wife is not free.
No.
I also find might, pure strength, something of value, something that you have shown so far. And lastly, the willingness to protect others. Now, you may not agree with everyone that you're protecting, but it is not about agreeing so much as it is about making sure that they have the opportunity to live. Are these things that you think you can fight for?
Those are things I would be fighting for whether you got a hold of me or not, God Lady.
Perfect. I'm going to send you back. I
To
will
the
be
boat?
giving Yes. I will be giving you a gift. Look
And
out
it
for
is
it.
not a jaguar.
It is not a jaguar.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Before I close my eyes, what is your name? So I don't just keep calling you a God Lady.
Kazutal.
Oh, okay. Are you the one that Moss was talking about?
Yes.
I can't wait to tell Moss that I met you. I'm finally going to have some sort of clout or something. Moss de Magnificent is going to be like, oh, snap, Remi, Ashwilo, you know this thing.
Remi.
Oh, I'll close my eyes. I'm sorry. Here
Close
I go.
your eyes. As you close your eyes, you go to like open them to say something else to her, and you open them and you're back on the boat.
I look to my side. Is Dogorno there by chance?
Dogorno is not there.
Okay.
Still with dogs.
I'll take a solemn moment for that. And I look to my left. Is my wife there?
Yes, she is.
And I look to my right, and Krug or Moss or whoever's in the bedroll next to me.
You can see everyone that they're back in where.
Okay,
and
hold
they're
on. I
sound
need to
asleep.
ask individually, one by one. Okay. Do I see Bodok? No. Okay, cool. And I'm there. Is there anything with me that was not with me previously?
Nope.
Cool. All right. And after looking around, like lifting up the bedroll and a little bit, and then like sitting back down in the bed, Remi just like says to himself, "Huh. I wonder where the gift is."
And we fast forward to the next day. The four of you are on the deck. Robin with the attachment around her neck, and the captain standing in front of the four of you. All right, you're gonna go down in the water right now. You're gonna swim as deep as you possibly can. There's gonna be a chest in there, and the chest looks like this. And he reaches into his jacket and pulls out like a sketch of a chest that has the face of a monkey etched onto the front of it. You're going to get this chest, and you're not going to open it. You're going to bring it directly to me. Do you understand?
I do, Captain. Do you all understand?
Yes, no, of course. We get the monkey, we take the monkey's chest, we bring it up to you, we don't open it up. I wouldn't want to open a monkey's chest anyway, am I right, everyone? Remi puts up a hand for some high fives.
You can tell that Robin wants to. But...
Krug slowly high fives, like making eye contact with the captain. High fives, Remi.
As you all have this conversation, another one of the frogs walks over and hands you what seems to be a blue vial in front of you.
So we we're gonna drink this, and this will be the thing that will make sure we can breathe underwater, correct?
Exactly.
So that was gonna be my next question. I thought you were like we were just going to go in the water and like die. I don't know.
If I may, Captain, I am familiar in my travels with quite a few ways to breathe underwater. What sort of time is this vial going to give us?
An hour,
Okay.
which should be plenty of time.
I have to agree.
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen Krug swim? Am I right? It puts up another hand for a high five.
Permission to high five, Captain.
Sure.
I high five.
Thank you, my stranger.
All right. So, how many giant, enormous spiders are going to be down there? Just out of
Do you
curiosity.
know any underwater spiders?
No, but I didn't know there were spiders as big as a house until a couple days ago. I'm trying to say what kind of dangers are down there. Help us succeed for you. You understand me?
The captain is trying to help us. Krug, if perhaps we could cut the sass, maybe he could quicker.
I mean,
Krug,
that's a good question. I don't know.
Krug hyper eye rolls, just like, oh god.
Off the side of the ship, we have dropped the anchor. You're going to jump out, go to the chain, and you're going to follow the chain all the way down to the bottom. Once you get down to the bottom, you're going to do your best to try and find the ship. You're going to go through it. We do not know what's in the ship. We do not know what's around us.
Sorry, why didn't you just like drop the anchor with us on it so it would like sink us down to the bottom so we wouldn't have to swim all the way?
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Yes.
You do not know how anchors work, do you?
I've never been on a boat before, if I'm being honest.
I mean, neither
Do
have I.
you not know how, like in real life, do you know how anchors work?
Oh yes, an anchor is what stops the ship.
It falls in the water and it has a hook side so that while the boat is still traveling, it digs itself into and he's like, he looks at you, it doesn't work that simple. Plus, I think you would all probably get really hurt if we did that. This is the best way. Go down there. Be safe. Bring the chest back. Whatever else is down there, I don't care about. Leave it there. Just get me the monkey chest.
Absolutely.
I have to say, I'm not looking forward to this.
Well, I have to say I am.
All right. Well, I suppose I haven't seen the world from underwater, so I'll try to think positively.
Captain, can I have a brief word with you before we go down? Very brief. I respect your time.
What would you like?
I just want to step away, and like we don't actually need to be far enough away that the others can't hear it, but I want it to like appear that is where we're going to. These three. Are you sure I'm going to be safe with them? I mean, one of them did attack you last night. If I need to reach you, is there a way I can do that? Do you have like a stone or something I could speak through?
Here's the thing. You're going to go down there because I think you're the strongest out of the four of you. That's why I'm putting the collar on you. You're going to take them down there, and if they do something stupid, they're in the middle of the ocean, and they will just die. I'm putting the collar on you because I need you to turn around and get them in shape. And if you have a little extra motivation, this is what's going to be. I think that you can handle that. Do you think you can handle it?
Captain, I know I can handle them. And that's the kind of pep talk I like to hear.
All right, then get down there and do this.
All right. Aye. And I want to go over, and when I'm out of earshot of the captain, I just want to say, God, it is so hard sucking up to him.
I had a sudden moment of just absolute anger at you, and I didn't like the way that felt.
Yeah, I'm sorry to do that to you. It's just, got to play the bit. But it's hard.
All right. Would any of you like to do anything before you jump down in?
Yeah. Cannonball.
As we're preparing to go in, Krug's gonna wait for Robin to like be getting ready at the edge of the boat, and then Krug's gonna just shove Robin into the water. Shove.
All right, cool. So the four of you jump in, get in the water.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
So all of you are very easily able to take the chain all the way to the bottom of the water. It doesn't take too long. It takes maybe about 15 minutes to get all the way down there, all four of you. The water is murky, and a lot of the sand that is there is kind of kicked up from the anchor itself. So it's a little bit difficult for you to see. But I need all four of you to roll with perception.
This probably goes without saying, but I drank the blue liquid.
Also the same.
Oh man, I'm rolling so good today. That is a 23.
23. Krug,
18.
18. Remy.
26 for me.
Oh, Robin, 26.
Yep. And 9.
9. Okay. Robin, you're able to see through the gritty sand of the bottom of the ocean what seems to be an outline of a ship that looks a little bit of a distance away.
I want to we can't, I assume, talk down here.
You cannot, unless you have a spell that will allow you to speak.
No, I mean, in theory, I think ventriloquism, maybe. No, still have to speak vocally. Doesn't matter though. Just going to clap to maybe make some ripple to get everyone's attention and point where I see the shadow and start.
Have you been underwater before?
I don't know. I mean, not out of the ocean. How would you do this, Krug?
Flail? I don't know.
Yeah, I will indicate in whatever way Krug finds appropriate.
So, Robin, roll me a performance. Everyone else, roll me a perception.
All right. I don't know. Are you sure you don't want to use the one I just rolled?
Nat 20. I do clap and do all the shit I say.
I'm rolling another perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Your first perception was to see what was around there. Molly or Moss, you actually can also see the boat, but this is to determine what Robin is trying to convey. Yeah.
Cool.
I just rolled another gorgeous roll. That would be 24.
Cool. Yeah, you understand exactly what Robin's saying.
Of course.
Sorry, what?
I got a 10.
Friends.
Oh.
Cool.
I got a 19 this time.
Remy, easy for you. Krug, it is really hard for you to see underwater. Things just feel like maybe when you got to the bottom, you tried to stand and just kicked up a little bit more of the soot around you. All of you kind of see that Krug isn't really paying attention and is just kind of looking around.
I would like to, if I can just go over to Krug and just put a hand on his arm and guide him, since I think I have the clearest vision of it.
Yeah, so you feel very clearly someone touch you, Krug.
Okay.
You look over and you can see that it's Robin.
I'm gonna go along with whatever Robin. If Robin's moving me, I'm just gonna move.
All right. All of you roll me an athletics check to see how well you're able to swim.
You sure it's not acrobatics? Yeah, not great. So I could just be a shark right now.
10.
10?
Yeah.
24.
24? Okay.
29.
29. Robin?
I rolled a 6, but I'm holding on to Krug, who rolled a lot better.
Yeah, I assume that as you start to swim, it looks like both Robin and Moss kind of are swimming as best as they can, but they're not getting very far. I assume that the two of you can just grab a hold of each one of them and kind of assist them as you travel. Moss and Robin are doing a mixture between kicking their legs and trying to swim and then also walking on the bottom of the ocean, this mixture of the two. It doesn't take very long for the four of you to get to the ship. The ship is covered in barnacles all around it, and you can see that the sea life has taken over. But on the deck of the ship, you can see that it has been down here a while and it has crashed completely. But there is some very clear and easy ways to get inside the boat, at least from what you can tell.
Okay.
I want to just search the area really quick for threats to our safety.
Okay.
Living or non-living.
Okay.
And I want a warfare lore to see if I can recognize the layout of the ship or if I know anything about the ship.
Okay.
That is sorry, I have a 12 on my perception.
Okay.
Which is 1 plus 11. Let's be honest.
I got a 24 on warfare lore.
Hi. You don't really know the layout, but it seems similar to the boat you're currently on.
Oh.
So you can assume like where it might be.
Okay.
As for when you look around, you see lots of fishies and you see the barnacles. You see a lot of coral, but you don't see a ton.
I'm just gonna go to the part that looks like the captain's quarters, and I want to I want to weasel my way in there.
So you swim over to it, and it's a door, and you go to open it, and it's kind of stuck at first, but you're able to kind of shimmy it, and it kicks up a bunch of dust and dirt. And when you look in, you can see it's just a vast hole into the entire bottom of the ship.
Oh, and internally, yeah, there's like bubbles that come out, and like internally, it's just like Remi goes like, "There's a hole in this captain quarters as well." Okay.
I want to follow Remi into that part of the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go with them.
I'm feeling a little insecure in this unknown environment.
So all four of you swim into this, and there's a lot of just broken pieces of wood and everything around. All of you roll me a perception check while you're down there.
Nice.
17.
Unnatural 20.
17, unnatural 20,
19.
19.
20 plus 11 is 31.
You got a natural 20?
Got a natural 20.
Whoa.
I rolled a 1, then a 20.
Remi, Robin, you see a series of treasure chests slightly peeking out from the sand under the ship. Like you can see where the ship has crashed and has like opened up, and you can see a series of treasure chests.
Okay. Do any of them seem to have it was a monkey's face on it?
You can only see the tops of them.
Okay. I want to just like indicate in that direction and start moving closer to them.
Okay. I assume all of you follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so we know, I was making a joke because it is a monkey's face on it, right? It's just a chest with a monkey's face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I was like,
because
it was yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Everyone took it very seriously, and I was like, no, I meant that to be a joke. Like a monkey's chest. Yes.
All right. So yeah, what would you all like to do?
I want.
Well, you pointed to them. What are the three of you doing?
So wait, did the captain say don't touch any of the other chests, or don't open the chest that I asked you to get, or both?
He said he does not care about what else is down there. All he wants is the monkey's chest.
Gotcha.
With and he doesn't want you to open it.
Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, go up to the chests and try to pull one out.
Okay,
of the sand.
Roll me an athletics check.
20. Not natural.
You need help.
Yeah. I look over at Remi and I.
Yeah. Remi will go over and try to help out.
Roll it and see what you can do.
20 again.
I got 15.
15. The two of you start to pull away, and it's hard. The sand has been here for so long. It seems that as you pull, it just kind of like is creating a suction around it. Maybe Moss and Robin can help dig away some of the sand as the two of you lift.
I'm gonna look around for tools, like see if there's like, I don't know why there'd be, but it's a wreck, maybe a shovel found its way in here or something like that, or a spade, or you know what I mean? Just sure. Or something that can be a makeshift scooping device.
Yeah. No, I got you. Roll it.
18.
You look around, and the other than the chests, like everything is buried in the sand.
Oh, okay.
Like you might be. The only thing that might be helpful is if you pull off a piece of wood that's down there, and you might be able to use it for some leverage to help you out, but you don't know how strong this wood is. It's been underwater for so long.
Yeah, maybe it won't even be able to lift the chest. I'm just going to start scooping the sand away with everybody.
Well, do you want to scoop the sand, or do you want them to scoop the sand and the two of you lift? Because that's what I was suggesting.
Oh yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah, all four of you roll.
Time.
Let's get a group roll.
Let's everybody roll.
So, Robin and Moss, roll me let's just roll me an athletics check as well. All 4 of you roll me an athletics check.
I got a 28.
28.
7.
I got a 23.
I got a
28.
16.
So they're digging away as much as they possibly can, and Robin and and Krug and Remi manage to just pull the chest out as high as they can and set it down. And on the front of the chest is a picture of a cheetah.
Oh.
Remi, this rings very, very familiar to you. It's a picture of a cheetah's head, and around it is ordained with what looks to be emerald.
Okay. I want to open it.
You go to open it, and
Can
you
I
just
really quick before they open it, hold up a hand and give like a wait signal? I want to do the cantrip detect magic and see if there's any magic that is not on our person in the area. It's just
there's
cool.
there's a ton of magic.
A ton. Okay, cool. If I can like indicate there's magic around before you
Yeah, you do that, and Remi like gives you a thumbs up.
Okay.
And then goes and opens it.
And I was just saying,
Krug's
All
gonna
right.
hide behind us anything.
Remi, as your hands touch the sides of it and attempt to start to lift it, you notice that, and all of you notice this, that the green around the cheetah starts to glow, and the chest seems to open up almost like it's on land, and it's very well oiled. And inside of it, you see a single item wrapped in what looks to be leaves.
I'm gonna take it out. Yo, everyone, I'm gonna become a Power Ranger. I just want you all to know.
You lift it out, and as you lift it out, the leaves start to fall off of it, and it is a bastard sword. But at the very base of the bastard sword is that same emblem, the cheetah head with a green emerald base.
Like, and Remi thinks internally, "Oh, good, because I forgot to bring my bastard sword down." I want to look at the
Krug's
rest of the
just
group.
like,
I like point at it and go like,
yeah. Remi's just pointing
Yeah.
at it too, like, ah.
Robin is clearly very impressed by your cool new sword.
And I'll just put that on my back, and
So this recent hole that you have created has made it significantly easier to see the next chest right next to it. This chest has a very interesting symbol. All of you can roll a religion check except for Moss. Moss, you notice that this is the same symbol that when you signed the contract, the co-signer signed with this symbol.
I have a 10
this is
total.
my god. Are we all getting epic weapons?
I got a 4.
Krug,
I
it looked like an upside down star.
Nice.
I want to
I'm-
predict now. I think Moss is about to get a cool black robe.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of like swim and like kind of like push people away and be like, mine.
I just got a 9.
Yeah, like this is mine. So I'm going to go open the chest if I can.
Did anyone roll above a 15 on their religion?
No.
No.
Okay. It all just looks like a red star that's upside down. You have no idea what it is.
Oh man, that was the one chance we had to stop something bad.
Moss,
gone.
as your hands touch it, it feels warm to the touch, and the star of Asmodeus starts to line up, and it starts to like turn red, and the chest again opens up with significant ease. Inside of it is a nicely folded black cloak.
Ooh, I pulled that shit out and I put it on and you do a little twirl underwater so it looks super dramatic.
So you see Moss put this on, and it's a black cloak, but as she spins around it, it looks as almost that the edges are on fire while she's underwater. And it's very interesting. Like there's no real flames, but it just kind of burns with some embers as she does that.
I
want to do a like quizzical, a confused look, and then look at Robin and Krug, and then look back at the robe and shrug.
Is it a stretch to think that our characters would start to make the connection, or can I roll to like realize what might be happening right now?
I would say that if you have received an item, yes.
Okay.
Because these are very personal things. Because like Krug, you specifically said, I think I met a deity, right?
Yeah.
Moss said like, yeah, I talked to someone, they saved me, but like none of you recognize the symbol. Like there's some roles that were kind of there, and Remi hasn't really had the opportunity to talk about the cheetah lady.
Yeah, well, we've had the morning. Would Remi have talked to us about it?
I honestly no. Just because I think Remi would like get caught up in like, oh, morning, we have to go do our thing
like,
now.
Now they probably want to talk about it, but like,
yeah.
Okay.
Is it a jaguar or a cheetah? What's happening?
Jaguar. Sorry.
Are they the same thing or are they different?
I think they're different.
I don't know, actually.
Because jaguars
can be black, can't they?
Yeah,
That's a panther.
No, there are black jaguars.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, that's not here nor there. Krug, as you're seeing Moss do this, you can see that the very next chest is glowing blue, and it calls to you.
Krug is gonna go to the chest and pick it up.
So it's kind of blocked a little bit from the chest that Moss just had, but you can easily move Moss's chest out of the way. And on the front of it, it has a hand. It is very clearly the symbol.
I'm going to open the chest.
You put your hands on the chest and nothing happens. And you kind of go, and you put your hand on the hand print on it. And then it basically starts to spin and unlocks on itself. Inside of it, 2 pieces of fabric start to float up from on each side.
I'm gonna grab them and like feel them.
So you grab them and you touch them, and as you like do this and you put them like try to feel it, one of them starts to wrap around your left hand, and the other one starts to wrap around your right hand. As it comes out of the chest more and more, it starts to finally wrap around your arms, giving you what looks to be hand wraps.
I'm gonna like run my hands across them, and then I'm gonna like kneel and bow in front of the chest, and then I'm gonna stand up and look at Robin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look. I assume that there are like 2 chests left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go check out the next one and see if I see a sign of maybe Gozray on it or something like that.
Yeah, actually, it's a monkey's face, and we
you see a leaf with a water droplet falling off of it, which you know is in fact the symbol of Gozray.
Cool. Yeah, I look back excitedly, and then I would like to open up that chest if I can.
So you touch it, and as you open it, wind, like just a gust of air, just seems to blow out of it. As that happens, it like surrounds you, and also looks like a cloak that is over you.
Oh. That's cool. I would like to if I can, when you say it looks like a cloak that is over me, do you mean it like settles?
Like the air flows out and bubbles start to flow over, and as it starts to like sink down, they start to land on you, and it feels as if there's like an air cloak around you. Like
I want to basically just like kind of guide that process and like smooth it out, pat it down as it reaches me, and like really make sure it gets that nice cloak shape that I'm looking for.
You do that. You're able to easily do that.
Hell yeah.
And in fact, there is 1 chest left.
Robin starts to walk and be like, well, we got it all. Oh, just kidding. And then turns back around.
I'm going to look and see if there's a symbol on the front of it. It's a monkey. I need to make a religion check. I want to make a religion check, see if I know anything about the monkey.
Okay.
What's my religion?
Yeah, while you're doing that, I want to make an underworld lore check about the monkey.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I want to do detect magic, excluding the stuff that I now also know about, which is these like I assume moss is in my robe and the sword and hand wraps. See if there's any other magic in a 30-foot emanation.
I want to do Arcana.
Answer is yes, there's magic.
Cool.
I got a 17.
17 on what was it? Warfare?
No, this is religion on the symbol
religion.
of a monkey.
This is not a symbol of a deity, but you know that monkeys are considered to be tricksters when it comes to like symbolism.
Okay.
Moss, what was your Arcana?
18.
18. Yeah, you get the same piece of information. They're tricksters. They're known to be, powerful, but also, cause havoc and cause problems. And what about you, Remi?
19 for my underworld lore.
There are some very sought after magical items that have symbols of monkeys.
But we can't communicate about this because we're underwater.
That can read lips, right? Krug and Remi?
I cannot read lips.
No, it was me and Knick-Knack.
Oh, it was Knick-Knack. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. So yeah, we can all talk to Remi, but Remi can't talk to us.
All of you can talk to me, but I can't respond.
So yeah, what would you all like to do? You see the final chest sitting there.
I mean,
I kind of want to open it.
Yeah, so here's the thing, and Jake, let us know can there be something that we would have had time to talk about that we can establish we discussed now that would pertain
About what?
about the chest? Because we knew we were coming down for a chest, right? Last night. Because I have a spell that if we do like break it open, I can potentially mend it back together. It's a spell called Mending. If that is
Mending
a risk,
doesn't work on magical things. I'm just going to throw that out there. The chest's
right? So
probably
if
magic.
the chest itself is magical, then we'd be fucked.
but we could also say that it was too heavy to swim back with, so we had to open it.
I think I don't know. I think as the one with this cool necklace, I'm a little bit nervous about opening it, but
yeah. We don't have to open it.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the necklace. That's like a no-brainer. I'm grabbing the chest.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
sorry, no, that was just the mischievous, like I'm the chaotic one,
Yeah,
I'm the chaotic one, and so like instinctually I go like, let's open the chest.
But what about your wife?
So that you don't have to like carry it and swim. I have, don't I? I thought I bought like a really nice chain.
Chain.
Have a
It
great
had my equipment, but I had a paper sheet. So that
Can I lift it? Is it like liftable?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you need a roll? Okay. Natural 20.
Krug, you seem to get it out of the dirt, and then when you get out of it, it seems very light. Like the chest itself, you've got the weight of the chest, but whatever's inside of it is significantly smaller than what's the chest physically is.
Can I tell that there is actually something inside of it?
Not underwater, no.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just gonna shrug and like nod up and then start slowly swimming up while watching the rest of the group to make sure that they follow me and don't go like, no, don't do it.
Are you all gonna follow Krug?
No, yeah, I kind of want to swim back to like the anchor and then guide the anchor back up, or follow the anchor back up to the boat.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I want to do a last perception check of like the ship area before we leave and see if there's anything else we might be missing.
Okay.
That is a 21.
A 21. As you start to get out of the boat and start to swim towards the hook, you notice the ground start to move around you.
underwater.
And you kind of look a little bit, and as you start to notice that who would you say is closest to you? Probably Moss, just because the fact that you two are a little bit slower for swimmers. You kind of hit Moss to get her attention. And Moss, you see this as well. And the two of you see it. It's kind of like a snake almost. But it's massive. And all of a sudden, it comes out and you can see the eyes and teeth of what looks to be a giant eel.
No.
And that's where we're going to leave tonight's episode.
Oh, boy.
Good ending point, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you all have your magical items. You also have...
time attuning to them, or will we be able to use them next session, whatever they do?
You do not know what they do yet, so
Right.
you're going to have to spend some time.
I'm pretty
attuning
sure
them.
I know what my sword does.
Well, you will be able to use them as items that they are made for. Krug will be able to punch with his fists. Remi will be able to swing with their sword. As for the cloaks, they're just kind of cloaks right now.
Well, and to be fair, hand wraps without magic are literally just pieces of fabric on your wrist.
Yep.
So.
I mean, I just know that my cloak is fabulous. So.
Awesome. So let's say our goodbyes. Anything you guys want to plug before we go that you haven't already, or if you want to just talk about it again, go for it. Krug, why don't you start us off?
My name is Krug. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me on Discord. My name's Krug. All there as well. It's Krug everywhere.
I think isn't your name like Krug #6969 or something stupid like that?
Yeah. But, I mean, they could have just found me on the QueueTimes Discord, but you know.
Yeah. That's the best way to find Krug.
You could call me out like that. That's fine. Yeah.
It's not actually. It's not 6969 anymore.
It's not?
No, I think I don't know if you lapsed on your Nitro or not, but
maybe I did. I guess
it is not. I just double checked it. All right, Moss, what about you?
My name is Molly McIsaac. You can find me on all platforms as Molly McIsaac. I have been completely boring and useless this week because I almost died from a tooth infection earlier this week. So I have been sleeping 20 hours a day because of the medicine I'm on. But I will get back to shit posting on the internet next week.
It's okay. Chat has
shit posting.
Chat has already decided that next week's episode is going to be sushi time.
Okay.
Eel sushi.
That means that Chad is going to Postmates us real sushi, right?
I would love it. I
all right.
sushi myself.
Remi and Robin, go for it.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, so I'm William. I know. Well, we introed opposite, so I wanted to outro opposite. You know what I'm saying? I'm William. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite. You can find the other show that I do for QueueTimes, Hijinks and Handlebars. We have a Twitter and Instagram. It's at Handlestream. Handlestream.
Is it question Handlestream?
Handlestream. You can find our band at Glass Beach Band.
Everywhere.
We got Patreon. We got a Twitch channel.
Twitch.tv.
We got an Instagram. We got a Twitter.
Spotify, Apple Music, Empire Records, the movie.
Yeah. But we got some cool stuff coming up. That we're working on a bunch of stuff. It's great. Mm-hmm. You should listen to our music and you should follow what we're doing.
Please.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I mean, I honestly, I think it's going to be continually beneficial, at least to the end, for us to just be covered together, because that's all the shit I was basically going to say.
10-4.
Jonas Newhouse
at Jonas Newhouse on Twitter for me specifically.
Yes.
Awesome. And my name is Jake. I was the GM. Best way to find me is actually on Twitter, which is at IndigoQT. I am on Discord a ton, but I would still say Twitter is the easiest way to get a hold of me. And then as for stuff that we've got going on, tomorrow is actually, we're not going to do Clear Skies. We're actually going to be doing an Alien one-shot tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I literally just found out about that this morning. So this is the first time we're announcing anything.
Film Alien?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I believe Eric is going to be GMing it. I'm waiting to get more information, but yeah. And then Tuesdays, Hijinks and Handlebars. Wednesdays, Denver by Night, which they are going to be extending past the 4 episodes. So that's really fun. Yeah. Thursdays is going to be not on QueueTimes, but is still affiliated with QueueTimes. On the D&D live stream is going to be A Darkened Wish. They also got a second season.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fridays is sometimes Filthy Casual Fridays / we have another show that's going to be coming in there. We are working on details for that as well.
Cool.
Saturdays are off. Sundays are freaking insane. Sunday mornings, Long Beach by Night. This next week is Joey's epilogue, which is the character I play on Long Beach by Night. It was a lot. There was a lot that happened there. And we have a special guest star, which has never been on the actual show. They have been mentioned, and it is Joey's girlfriend, Paisley. So that was really fun and an actual surprise to me because Dave surprised it on me.
Wow.
And yeah. Like literally, I have a video of me going. And then after that, we have a new show called One-on-One Shots with B. Dave Walters, where B. Dave is interviewing different people in comic books and film and TV and live streaming and all that stuff. The first episode was with Matthew Lillard. Today's episode was with Jim Zub. Yes. Which is a huge comic book writer. He also writes D&D for IDW, so he does a lot of really stuff. Next week is going to be Melee Damage, who is a QueueTimes GM for us. And then right after that is this show. There's so much going on.
Yeah, wow.
So much going on. Anyways, and take a look out for our Patreon. Not only do we have a $5, you can join our RP Discord server, which this Thursday I'm actually going to be running a game for everyone on the server. But not only that, but we're soon going to have a goal. If we reach this goal, we're actually going to be bringing someone on to help us with podcasts. So take a look out for that. And hopefully you'll get the podcast version of our shows a little bit sooner than me doing them, because as I have been told, I'm spinning too many plates. So that being said, that is everything for us tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.